For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Son.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes. This broadcast is made possible by Peak Properties Group, brokered by eXp Realty. They proudly sponsor high school sports in northern New Jersey and the surrounding areas. Peak Properties Group, defined by your dreams, guided by our expertise.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of Big State Sports and the New Jersey High School student athletes.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at nblawfirm.com.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them. For our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what. Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today.
Oh.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingendsiding.com.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels, all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
David A. Santini, CPA LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Coben, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
Third down to give. Montella cuts back up the middle, and he's over 1,000 yards, and he's off to the races.
Up in the air, blocked down! Dumping in wide open net. Too easy right there. Holly Chapman, she'll take off from the wing. That one's good.
Webb trying to get the pin. Here we go. And they got it! That would win it for Warren Hill.
Great senior night ceremony here at Lenby Valley High School.
A 63 save performance by Casey Connor, the Crimson.
And he break his record. Kenty Edwards wins it.
First game of your conference schedule.
So good, and we're all so pumped and just happy to look.
Right up the head tonight on more Sussex.
Football is back, and it feels so good. It also feels so good right here at West Orange, New Jersey, to be back on Big State Sports for an interconference matchup between the St. Mary's Gales and the Verona Hillbillies. Hello, my name is Zach Smolin, joined by Luke McGinnis again for another season. We got Aiden Kinsey, your eye on the sky, and of course Sarah Trupp, making sure that all the wires are crossed properly. This game is brought to you in part by our temperature sponsor and our friends at ICS. Keep you cool when it's hot, warm when it's cold. Go to ICSHVAC.com for all of your comfort needs. It is 71 degrees here in wonderful West Orange, New Jersey, as we come to you live from the Manitoba Bear broadcast booth. Since 1930, Manitoba Bear PC has been a trusted legal partner for all of life's biggest plays. From business deals to personal matters, our experienced attorneys provide hands-on attention and innovative solutions. For nearly a century, we've built enduring relationships across diverse industries. Wherever you are, whatever your legal need, and whether it's personal or professional, Manitoba Bear PC is on your team. Learn more at mblawfirm.com. This game is brought to you in part by the Verona Hillbillies, as well as the St. Mary's Gales. So that keeps it nice and easy, as we've got our good friend Luke McGinnis here, former Whippany Park head coach, and it's now at a little school called FDU Madison. So tell us a little bit about that transition, Luke.
I don't know about a little school, but yeah, no, I'm back. I'm actually back for this is my second stint at FDU, so really excited. I was a graduate assistant in 2016 and 17. Their head football coach, Anthony Van Kuren's done a phenomenal job with the program. We've had 4 winning seasons the last 4 years, and he's done a phenomenal job. He kept poking me to come back, and I live 5 minutes down from campus, and it was a perfect storm, and he's done a great job there, and it's awesome to be back and coaching with one of my best friends.
And we're excited to be back here on Big State Sports. The St. Mary's Gales will be the first team we're talking about out here today, as the Hillbillies, though, are getting ready to run through. There's playing a video in the background that we'll see on our air in just a few minutes, but Luke, St. Mary's, coached by Paul Johnson, he's really kind of brought this program back. St. Mary's has been stuck in the mud for a little over a decade, a proud program. When my grandfather was playing for them in the 50s, they were a constant machine, winning. Coach Johnson has got them back in the playoff picture in each of the last 2 years, 7-4 season last year, and they look to do the same thing this time around the NJIC.
Yeah, sometimes you never know, especially from Verona's perspective, when they're going against a Catholic school. Don't know who's going to be coming into the school. You don't know the personnel, so it's going to be a good matchup tonight for sure.
They had a handful of transfers. One of their big transfers, George Bruton, who's going to be one of their captains, is not eligible to play until September 20th against Pagoda, but he's transferred from St. Peter's Prep. They have a new starting quarterback in Thomas Messina, who was out there as a receiver last year, had a couple of touchdowns there. And of course, we can't talk about St. Mary's without talking about Marcello Estevez. 7 sacks last season. He's going to play tight end, OL, DL, so he's going to be doing a lot. And before we talk about the Verona Hillbillies, Sarah Trupp, let's roll the tape.
It's a physical game. It's a game of pain. It's a game of collision where not everybody can do it. Not everybody can do it. Toe tackle, body tackle, simple. All the way down to the goalpost. Lower. Yeah, baby. Good. All right, bring it. I believe in you. We believe in you. Trust is in this room. You understand? So, okay, you saw all those banners lined up. 16 banners lined up for this program. Tonight, it's about Verona. You damn right. It's about Verona. You can't get it back. There's no do-over button. Leave it all out there.
Well, between the that hype video and that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, I don't know if any wall is safe from Luke or myself from running through it. Because that's what's going to happen. Oh, my God. And
I'm ready.
Aiden capturing those great shots from up here. We're on the roof of the press box here in the first game of the Mountaineer Classic happening out here in West Orange. This is the second year in a row that we're here. Last year we watched Verona take down Jefferson early on. Luke Jefferson, just off a side note, Jefferson looks like a team to me that a lot of teams should be keeping an eye out for. That team is clicking.
Played them last year. They were all young. They had about maybe 2 or 3 seniors, if that.
Yeah,
and
they're all sophomores last
Coach
year.
Mestakis, he does a phenomenal job. Knows his offense. Defense was clicking. They gave us a hard time. They beat us. We made a lot of mental mistakes, but again, that they're going to be all those kids are back. Which is crazy, but. Really talented team.
I think Consiglio could throw for 3,000 yards out of that triple shoot, and with the receivers he's got, Cruz, Post, I mean, that's something else. But today is all about the Verona Hillbillies and the St. Mary's Gales. If you notice down there, Verona, brand new threads out there in that dark charcoal gray. They've got the rustic maroon on the inside with the letters trimmed out in that bright white. Also the numbers on the helmets out there, also in that maroon, and those bright white helmets. St. Mary's has their wedding cake white jerseys on out there with the numbers and letters on the fronts and back out there in a clear crystal blue as the captains get ready to meet. Verona is going to send just one captain. And look at this. They're only sending Bodie Maisano out there by himself up against Huertas, Messina, Bruton, and Landon Pena. And Mason Mania, I don't know, maybe a little head games coming from Coach Singh. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, I still got him winning the fight, 1 against 4. So
I mean,
we're actually recruiting him at FDU. So yeah, great player, great person, and it's the kind of captain you want. You know, I've met him a handful of times. So great kid.
Looks like Verona has won the toss, and we're just waiting on what they've decided to do here. So Verona will take the right side on the field. And they have elected to receive. So Verona will receive the opening kickoff, and it'll be going from right to left on your screen. From left to right will be the St. Mary's Gales as their special teams will get all set and ready to go to get out there. The Verona Hillbillies last season were 7-4, 3-2 record in the Super Football Conference National Red, which was just a gauntlet of a division. They were tied for second in there behind the Cedar Grove Panthers, who went on to go to MetLife Stadium, only to lose to just an insane Glassboro team that made it into our top 20 for the preseason on Big State Sports as a Group 1 school. They're that good. Last year, Verona averaged 21.1 points per game, allowed 22 points per game for a -10. And under Maj Singh, they'll run a pro-style offense with a lot of running and a 4-3 defense. St. Mary's 7-4 last year. They won the NJIC Patriot in first place with a 5-0 record. 33.6 points per game, 20.7 points allowed, plus 142 differential. Paul Johnson, it's his 4th season. But for St. Mary's, they have not beaten a team outside of the NJIC since 2023, back in October 28th, and that was against a team from New York. So they've been dominant within the conference, but when they've dipped their toe outside of the conference, they seem to get into a little trouble. So let's see how they do against a team that is pretty evenly matched, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to see the crossover between conferences. You don't really know them. You're not familiar with them too much. But, yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a good matchup tonight.
Looks like Nigro and Lipinski are ready to go as the sun casting some shadows out here. So the Gales are ready, the Hillbillies are ready, and let's do it here in West Orange as it is received rather shallow over by the 25-yard line. Here's some hustle coming through. That looks like the number 27 of Nick Nazarato, and Nazarato will take it just inside the 40-yard line. Great field position for the Hillbillies as we'll see John McInerney in his first start at quarterback for Verona.
Yeah, Coach Mons likes him a lot. You know, junior, you know, he can definitely sling it around. So I don't know how mobile he is. We'll see tonight. But, yeah, no, Coach Mons likes him a lot.
He said, don't let his size fool you. I mean, he's tough as nails, one of the toughest kids in the program. He's a wrestler. And that is often pretty common here. A lot of football players do wrestle, especially at Group 2. They'll go from the shotgun set 4 wide, a little bit more spread than we're used to seeing from Verona. Here comes Jaden Nigro in motion. They'll hand it off to their primary halfback, and being brought down immediately is Bodie Maisano by a group of Gales led by Justin Mabry, and he'll be down for a loss of 1 yard.
It'll be interesting to see what they're going to try to set up. They had the orbit motion there. You know, teams got to respect that.
So Maisano lost a yard. He had 928 yards last year, 6 touchdowns, and was ridiculous on defense. One of the 4 horsemen that Coach Mons is calling his running back room.
I like it.
I mean, did you see the graphic they
Oh,
posted on it?
Loved
It was terrifying. I loved it.
Terrifying.
Masano is the lone back. Over in the near side slot is Jaden Nigro. Nigro slanted to the inside. Here comes McInerney. McInerney calling his own number, and he's wrapped down over there by the big 56 of Marcelo Estevez. We did mention that you got to watch out for him, and he is stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd down, and actually Masano lost 2 on the first carry, so it'll be 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. It'll be interesting what they kind of go with here. Got the ball in the hash, though, so.
There's a lot of big guys up there up front. We see Anthony Paterno up there as well. Force on the defensive line. 4 tackles for a loss last year. He's over there at that left end position. McInerney, 3 receivers over to his right side. Looking downfield, clean pocket, fires a dart over the middle, and it's complete. Oh, it's dropped at the very end. So it was caught. Did he complete the process of the catch? They said he did, and he fumbled. So we made it over to the 45-yard line. Let's look at this one again.
I really like the call here. We had a dig right across the middle. Trip set. Stepped up in the pocket really well. Great spot. Just got to hang on to the ball. It's a tough one.
So fumbles on that one. So Kruznes is able to haul one in. That's his first career varsity reception. Unfortunately, just gets popped right there at the 41-yard line. He gains 17 yards, but gives the ball away. And now we'll take a look at the St. Mary's Gales and Thomas Messina, senior quarterback, did not throw a pass last season. As they'll go a little bit tighter here, they have a 1 tight end set over on the right side, 2 receivers up at the top of your screen, with James Williams now splitting to the outside. Another motion coming. Handing it off to Huertas. Huertas cuts to the inside, and he's brought down by Masano, as Huertas will pick up a couple of yards on that one. He's like an Odell Beckham Jr. type of player. They're going to use him in the jet sweep game. They're going to use him on deep routes. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot today.
It's a nice formation they came out in. Tight end wing, twins, 12 personnel. Then they shifted out of it. Then that brought motion. Probably going to see a lot more of that tonight.
Well, they're doing that here. We actually saw St. Mary's run a little bit more of a 4-3 on defense. Coach told me they'd mix it up a little bit, go a little bit more 3-4.
Still in that 12 personnel set there.
They move the tight end now, or rather, no, they had 2 tight ends set, 1 H-back actually towards the top of your screen. Now they hand it back off. Here's Williams, gets charged down over at the 40-yard line. And there's Masano again, his 2nd tackle of the game, as they stop Williams for no gain.
Great job by him getting downhill. St. Mary's went split zone there. Really nice job there.
He's getting looks from Brown, Marist, Villanova, FDU. A lot of options for Masano. As we have the Verona Hillbillies cheerleaders down below. I mean, that's almost the same numbers as their football team has. A lot of school spirit over there in Verona. I had a lot of friends growing up over there. I mean, when you win state championship after state championship, you know, it certainly helps.
No doubt. All right, we got 11 personnel set here. Let's see what they do.
1 receiver now down to the bottom of your screen. Verona showing blitz. They'll send 5, pass over to the outside now to Huertas. Huertas cuts away, and there he goes as he's wrapped over towards the sideline. But we talked about it before. Huertas can just cut and run, and he gets over to the Verona side of the field right at the 43-yard line for a 1st down.
That was a nice split zone action inside, and then they threw the bubble screen out. Again, that's a way to get one of your best players in space.
So going from the 43-yard line over to the 44. It's a 13-yard gain for Huertas. He's got 15 total yards on 2 touches. First down of the game. Moving around is Vince's. He's the tight end at the top of your screen. Shotgun set. Again, James Williams, the transfer from Belleville, will be the main ball carrier. And there's just nowhere to go as he's sent down by a legion of hillbillies again, this time for a loss of a yard. So Williams, 2 touches and has had absolutely no space to run.
All right, we got a different personnel set coming in, so let's see. They might go to more of that spread set.
The Hillbillies are deceptively physical. I mean, they're a Group 2 school. You don't expect them to have a lot of big guys, but, I mean, look down there right now. You have Gavin Palmer mixed in there. You have just a lot of big players down below.
Yeah, Coach Moss talked about his defense coordinator, Steve Brown. You know, he's done a great job with the defense, and he trusts him. So he's done an awesome job so far with them.
They're staying tough down there in that 4-3 set. Another shotgun look, 4 wide set now for St. Mary. So presumably going to the air. There's no deep safety right now for Verona. as they're lining 7 right across that 40-yard line. We do have a flag and some motion. And it's a delay of game call going against St. Mary's, so that is our first penalty out here of the day.
Sometimes that happens when you're getting a different personnel set, coming here, Zach. So.
And it took him a little long to get out there. Let's see if they go back to that 4 spread. I think I mixed up the first 2 letters there. And then we'll see if Verona ends up going back with the safety here. I was surprised to see him just basically a straight line, a picket fence along the 40.
Yeah, it's kind of like an off cover 0, man, potentially, or even quarters, but this looks like off man right now.
Looks like they're doing it again. 2 receivers on either side. Williams in the backfield. Now they're sending Minaya. Another handoff to Williams. Williams runs into a wall again, and I don't know if it's advisable to run against this Verona Hillbillies defense. Williams loses another yard, and St. Mary's just keep on moving backwards. The Hillbillies right now are controlling that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 17, Logan, he had a great year last year, 10 sacks last year. They ran right at him, and you know what? I don't think they're going to run at him anymore.
I think it would be a massive mistake to do that. Knodig will also be doing some kicking out here today, and he's big, but he's also really, really fast. Him and Jaden Nigro broke their own school record in the 400-meter relays, and Coach Singh told me, yeah, he's going to get to the quarterback, so let's see if he has a chance to do that here. Stuffed, pass outside, Cologne, he drops the football, but it's going to be incomplete.
He's ruled down right after the catch. Knee on the ground, number 7, Evan Cologne.
Or they calling him down after the catch, so they did give him a catch on that.
Yep.
4th and 12.
Might have been incomplete.
I would. I think they gave him a 4-yard gain, I think. But I thought he straight up dropped it, but they said his knee came down right before. So with 4th down coming up, it'll be Jaden Nigro deep to receive. Sent to punt is Santiago Vinces. Transfer from Beckton.
A lot of transfers there, Zach.
A lot of 2 from Beckton, which is huge for them. Beckton had one of the best defenses in the state last year.
Yep.
Getting ready to go here. Just beyond the halfway point of quarter number 1. End over end tumbling kick. Here's Nigro. Tried to get a head start. Tripped up a little bit in the backfield. Now Nigro finds some space to the outside. Pushes through the door and gets down right around the 34-yard line. That's a good return for Jaden Nigro. And let's see if the Hillbillies can move the ball forward this time.
I'm also recruiting Nigro. Actually, he's a track athlete. Really good player. Like him a lot.
And the second drive of the game for Verona is brought to you by our friends at Opero Mazda of Morristown. First-time car buyers, listen up. Opero Mazda of Morristown has your back. Discover affordable, dependable vehicles for less than $15,000. Backed by a rock-solid 5-day money-back guarantee. Drive with confidence. Drive with Opero Mazda of Morristown. Check the link in the description below for more details. Back to the shotgun set for Verona. Single H-back, 3 receivers. As they give it, Maisano, he's got room as he's muscled down there by Estevez. But a great carry there as finally moving forward was Maisano. Big chunk yardage. He gained 7.
Yeah, he's their guy. He's their downhill guy. We're going to see a lot more of that tonight.
Now, they will rotate 4 different backs, but especially early on, you want to exhaust that defensive line, and that's why you got to use big 44.
Yeah, and if you have a good rotation at running back, you can keep them fresh, keep going downhill, smash mouth football. He's playing on the other side of the ball, too, a linebacker. So, expect to get some rotation with him at running back, too.
Drew Cruznes is at the top of your screen. He had his first varsity catch on the last drive, 17 yards. They go back to Maisano on the 2nd and 3, finds a hole, and he's tripped up right over midfield for a big first down.
Zach, they ran the same exact play. Shocker. I mean, it's working. Keep running until they stop it, right?
Started it over at the 41-yard line, it looks like.
So H-back wrap here, tackle wrap. Love that. Old school downhill running play.
Big 11-yard gain for him. He's got 16 yards on 3 carries as they spread it out again. The man on the near side slot is Lipinski. Another H-back over on the top of your screen as well. He goes for the block there, as now they give it over to Nazaretto, and he gets tripped up right around the ankles for no gain for Nazaretto.
That's one of my favorite run plays there. That was GH counter. Trying to coach up the people at home. Some scheme.
Dean Algieri was the H-back on that play. He had a nice interior block there, pulling over to the inside, but it looked like Nazaretto got a bit of a slow start there coming out of the box.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take care of the backside backer there. That's the biggest thing about counter.
3.5 minutes left to go. Scoreless tie here on Big State Sports. Zach Small and Luke McGinnis hanging out with you. So send Lipinski in motion. They give it to Lipinski on the jet sweep, and he does stiff arm somebody, gets a little help from his friends as well, and he turns something, or he got something out of nothing that time. Lipinski's going to get about 5 yards for the, at least cut that area to go in about half. That was a nice little run there by Lipinski. Got a little push from his teammate as well.
Yeah, and you teach that, you coach that, make sure, if you're stood up, try to get him pushing forward.
So 3rd and 6, they're going to call that a game of 4 yards for Lipinski. So now we've seen 3 of the 4 horsemen out there.
We have West Orange members walking around selling those.
Down at the bottom of your screen is going to be Anthony Palma, freshman wide receiver, getting the start out here today. McInerney hands it off again. They move outside. A tough run from Maisano. He's going to fall just short. So he's going to pick up 4 yards. And I mean, Luke, I tell you to put your coaching cap on, but it's always on. So what do you do right here? You're moving in on a 4th and about 2, about
I'm aggressive. I'm going for this. Yeah. I mean, they got some momentum right now. I mean, you're in that in-between stage. Like, you can pin them deep. You can go for it. I mean, me personally, when we're crossing the 50, I'm probably going for it.
And their interior defense has been so good. I mean, they've shut down St. Mary's rushing to 0 total yards on 4 carries. Yeah. You might as well.
Just, you trust your defense here. This is a testament to that. So
Algieri again over at that H-back spot. He's going to block for Maisano. Maisano gets the edge and stays on his feet, keeps on trudging forward, and he's got enough for a first down. What a tough run that time from Bodie Maisano. Is it going the other way? That ball looks like it's right there on the marker, Luke.
I disagree with the referee here, but I usually do that.
Let's see. It looks to me like the nose of the ball might be touching that 38-yard line. St. Mary's is pointing the other way. And they are going to bring him out.
We'll see.
It's going to be a close measure. I thought he got enough.
I mean, that's something you love to see from a running back. Put that hand down, that 3rd leg, he can get forward.
All right, they'll extend the chain, and oh, it's too close to tell. The nose is right there. It's going to be up to the official. I don't think I've ever seen it this close, but they're going to give him the first down. Maisano with the gutsiest 2-yard run you'll see outside of the red zone. And the St. Mary's staff hanging their heads after that one. But if you're an official, that's almost an impossible call to make. That one was right on the edge, a blade of grass separating the 2 spaces.
Tie goes with the runner, right?
Yeah,
just like baseball.
That's it.
Let's call it out.
Same sport, right? Trips over on the top. McInerney fires the ball downfield over to the freshman and overthrows him, but we do have a flag down. Let's see what we got going on here. Anthony Palma with the stretch route. It looks like it's going to be a hold against the defense.
I really like this call a lot. Take a shot, especially when you have a big momentum swing like that. Take a shot early. I like the formation in the boundary with the trips. He can hit quick game, but again, taking a shot like that, I like that.
So it's an automatic Verona first down on the 10-yard on the defensive holding. Yeah, I mean, you're going ground, and we got to see McInerney's arm. I mean, he overthrew him, and maybe wouldn't have if his receiver wasn't held.
Yeah. Take a shot, throw one up.
This kid's pretty fast, too. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Palma. Mons did tell me he thinks he might score the first touchdown of the game, so
we'll see.
He had multiple looks from private schools and decided to stay home.
Great.
Palma.
Love that.
I mean, if I went to the Verona School District and wanted to play football, I would probably stick around too. St. Mary's defense has looked tight here, but it looks like their defensive line is getting ground down. Let's see what they can do here. 2 receivers up top, 1 tight end, and a receiver down low. Now another one in motion. They fake one. Here comes Nazarano. Nazarano gets stuck in the mud a little bit, but just keeps his legs moving. He's going to get down over by the 20-yard line and get flooded near the out-of-bounds marker. Let's see where they stop him. I think he picked up about 7 that time, Luke. That was another gutsy carry.
I love that play call. You know why that worked? Because they brought some window dressing, we call it, with a motion. Came across. They were thinking about jet, and then they ran counter away from it.
So it's a 7-yard gain from Nazarano. All kinds of yards being gained on the ground right now for Verona. They've thrown the ball once. McInerney is 1 for 1 for 17 yards. Nazarano stays in the backfield. More window dressing. Nazarano going to run a nice little wham right up the middle. And let's see where they spot this one, too. This might be just enough. No, it looks like they're stopping him short. So just a gain of 2 that time for Nazarano. We heard one of their coaches at Jason go, really? But it is hard to tell with that little depth that we have in the distance from this angle. It looked like it crossed the line to gain, but did fall just 1 yard short. And I'm not seeing Maisano over on the bench. I mean, I'd put him in even if I'm not thinking about running the ball, just to make the defense think that I'm going to plunge in.
Oh, we got him out there. Got him at fullback.
Yeah. 2 receiver set here. They go from under center. Maisano leading the way, picks up a block, little juke to the inside. Did he get in? And no, he did not, as that was Nigro on that play, and he's down for a loss of 2 yards.
Verona stopped short of that first down, stuck in the backfield.
This is another one that's really tough here, Zach. You know, it depends on how good your kicker is, but again, if it's me, maybe take a timeout here like they're going to, I believe.
Well, I think they're just going to let it run down.
Quarter. Oh, didn't even see the clock there, Zach.
I know, we blinked and the first quarter ended.
Wow.
So after 12 minutes of play, each team with 2 possessions, but no points on the board. We'll be back with more St. Mary's and Verona football right after this on Big State Sports.
Gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast.
Second quarter on Big State Sports brought to you by the Verona Hillbillies and the St. Mary's Gales. Who are the teams that are playing here? McInerney with play action as we flip the field. He's going to lob one and off the fingertips of Jaden Nigro. So an incomplete pass over there on the 4th and 3. They'll turn the ball over. I like the play call, though. They go a little bootleg action. Nigro catches that 9 out of 10 times, but the new quarterback throws it just a little too high.
I really love the play call. 4th and 4, you know, they're going to anticipate run, and, you know, play action, get out of the pocket a little bit, but again, they were ready for it, and you just got to catch the ball.
So still scoreless here on Big State Sports. Games that are done already, as we had Northern Highlands taking down Holy Spirit at the Battle of the Beach. You heard David Hashagen and Max Fountain on that call. Jeremy Nielsen had the Kittatinny 22-13 victory over at the Hasbrook Heights Aviator Classic. That game was great. I watched that one from beginning to end. I had a ton of fun. Jeremy had a great call, and you know, I'm excited to see what both those teams do the rest of the year. Saddlebrook's headed in the right direction, as is Kittatinny. Here we go with Messina now from the shotgun set. H-back moves a little bit closer. As they give it again to Williams. Williams trying to go to the outside, and I mean, he gains a yard for the first time today, but there's really nowhere to go. Huertas got 2 yards on a sweep type of play, but if you're running right at this defensive line, there's nowhere to go.
No, I mean, Verona's doing a phenomenal job against these heavier 12 personnel set. So 12 personnel just means they got 2 tight ends in the game. So again, they're doing a great job and trying to push them out to get them to 10 personnel.
They have Vinces and Estevez, the 2 tight ends now over at the top of your screen. We have twins on the bottom. Messina throws outside and a little early there, as both receivers did not turn their hips in time. That one was intended to the junior Evan Colon, one of their other transfers from Becton.
I wouldn't be surprised if Verona brought a little pressure here. You know, 3rd and 9. I mean, that's my personality, but we'll see what they do here, especially being backed up, see if they can get a big play.
We did see them bring 6 on an earlier 3rd down, as their band is getting everybody hyped up. We saw some marching bands also warming up behind us earlier today. Beautiful facilities here in West Orange. Again, going to cover 0 look once again for the Hillbillies. Messina going to draw it up the middle himself. They try to take him down to the hips, and then he's pancaked down after a gain of about 5 yards. That looked like Nazarato to get him in, and now it's a 4th and much more manageable.
Yeah, just 3rd and 9, QB draw. I don't know. I don't love it, Zach.
Maybe they saw something
you know,
over
I'm
there.
Honest. You know, I'm
I know you're honest. I know you're honest.
Not playing favorites.
No. Well, it's 4th and 4 now. They've got Messina back out there, but it looks like he's going to be the protector for Huertas. But let's see if they do any trickeration here. Got one deep. I believe it's Nigro again. He's got the tips of his toes on his own 45-yard line. Huertas has his heels on his 15. And, ooh, maybe got a piece of it. Not enough for a full block, but this is going to take a very favorable Gales roll, and it'll stop smack dab in the middle of the Hillbillies' 45-yard line. So they force a punt there, and once again, it just continues to be a defensive struggle. Both these teams playing well, but the defensive lines for both squads have just been money so far in this contest.
Yeah, I mean, great field position here for Verona. You know, beginning of the second quarter, you know, they've had some success, especially with giving some window dressing with the jet motion, you know, going inside. You know, we'll see what they bring here.
The way that they played on that last drive, they looked like they were ready to score. So let's see if they're able to make that happen here. Cruzes is at the bottom of your screen, covered up by Evan Colon. Another spread set here. Maisano is the single running back here. Maisano is going to get pulled down by a fellow big man there in Estevez, but a flag does fly coming from the defensive backfield. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for, I saw arms moving like a false start, but let's see exactly what we got here.
You know, talking to Coach Monge before the game, these are those mental mistakes that he talked about. He said, if we make these mental mistakes, it's going to be a dogfight, you know? So you can't shoot yourself in the foot like that, especially early on.
They got called for a shot block there. You don't see that too often.
I didn't see anything. That's a tough call.
The flag came immediately.
I know referees are being a little more, you know, they're trying to make sure they lock in on those type of stuff. So just to protect the kids.
Absolutely. So that'll send up a 1st and 25 now. And let's see if McInerney decides to air it out a little bit more. He's going to drop back under a little bit of pressure as he moves to the outside, fires a dart over the middle, and it's broken up perfectly by Huertas. What a nice play by the senior wearing the number 1.
It's a really nice play. I mean, that's what you coach up. That's how you deflect the ball. That's how you play pass coverage right there. And he's great. He's great on the offense side of the ball too, defense side. I mean, that's the thing about Group 1, Group 2 football.
Lightning in a bottle. He had 98 receiving yards in a game last season. Also an interception last year against Glenrock, who went on to the sectional championship and, of course, won the NJIC last year. So I'll set up 2nd down and 25 here with just under 10 minutes remaining. And half number 1 of football. Zach Small and Luke McGinnis hanging out with you for free right here on Big State Sports. McInerney, plenty of time, finds Maisano on the screen. Maisano moves around and now is pushed backwards. Let's see where the forward progress keeps him. They did gain a few yards on this play. It looks like they picked up about 7.
Yeah, when you get in this situation, you just got to chop away, get a little back. You don't want to get the whole thing, so.
I gave him 8 on that one. So 3rd and still very long, 17. They have some speedy receivers. Cruzes and Palma have done a nice job against this veteran secondary group for St. Mary's. Huertas is going to play as one of their deep safeties out here, joined by Minaya. McInerney looking downfield, has his man, he dives, and it's just off his fingertips again. That was a good ball by McInerney, maybe a little too far, and Anthony Palma gave it everything he got, but just couldn't quite come up with it.
Yeah, situationally, I like the call. I try to take a shot downfield. You know, they've had a little success already, you know, in the middle of the field, you know, with their pass game a little bit, so I like the call.
If you're Verona, you've got to feel confident about your receivers' abilities to get past some of these corners and safeties for St. Mary's, so maybe we'll see a little bit more of that in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that when you're calling plays as an offense coordinator, you know, you want to try to give your quarterback some confidence in the beginning of the game. You know, don't have to tell him to take a deep shot all the time.
I think it's the quarterback, Messina, that's going to return here, and he muffs it. Oh, it's picked up immediately by Verona at the 40-yard line. So a muffed punt by Messina, recovered immediately by the Hillbillies. Messina trying to move his entire body after that, and a great play by Dante Palmer.
You win or lose 2 games every year because of
special teams.
Special teams.
That's right. You can tell we've worked together before, right? By the way, we thank you for tuning in on Big State Sports. We've got at least 20 football games, all for free, every weekend throughout football season, plus coverage of, 80 to 90% of all the football playoffs we've got in our new deal we signed with the NCSIAA.
So happy for you guys for that. That's great.
We're excited. Well,
awesome.
and we're going to keep you pretty busy too. When you're not with your normal duties over at FDU.
I got to take care of my guys over there, so that's my first job.
Another screen over to Nigro. Nigro helmet gets popped off by Cologne. It's just a gain a yard for Nigro, and that's going to mean that Cologne's got to sit out for at least one play.
Don't be surprised if Verona attacks the new kid that just came into the game, which is number 21. That's what I would do.
So 21 is Lennox Jackson. He's a sophomore and a defensive back. He didn't really get into a lot of games last year. As it looks like we have a timeout down here on the field. And you know what? We'll take a timeout as well. Scoreless with 8:40 left in the half right here on Big State Sports.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Jaden Nigro from Verona High School. You guys are watching Big State Sports.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
So after the timeout now, it is 2nd down and 9, and that is the matchup to look out for. It is going to be Cruzes at the bottom of your screen against Lennox Jackson. Got some motion from Algieri. Sets up as the tight end on the left side. And they are going to give it to Maisato. Maisato pulling the China shot. There he goes. Over the 20, the 10, breaks the tackles, touchdown, Hillbillies! 39 yards, right up the gut. And Verona are up 6-0.
I guess I was wrong, Zach. Feed it to your one of your 4 horsemen right there. I mean, he's just a workhorse. I mean, that's just a downhill run play. He was confident in it. He seems fresh. I mean, that's a great play.
I mean, talk about impossible to tackle. How many tackles did he break on that? That's like David Wilson over at Boston College.
I saw at least 2 there.
All right, so it is going to be, looks like the 17 of Canode. The holder there is going to be McInerney. Canode had a couple of kicks last year. Virtually no wind. Kick goes up and tumbles away. So he goes wide right on that one. But Verona scored the first touchdown of the game. We have 8:35 left in the first half, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Peace, love, and taxes.
This broadcast is made possible by Peak Properties Group, brokered by eXp Realty. They proudly sponsor high school sports in northern New Jersey and the surrounding areas. Peak Properties Group, defined by your dreams, guided by our expertise.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code Big State Sports for an extra discount.
From the Mandelbaum Barrett broadcast booth, we are back here on Big State Sports. Verona up 6-0 after a Bodie Maisano 39-yard catch and run. Here comes Messina now. Messina tripped up, and a nice shoestring tackle there by Anthony Palma. But Messina is able to get himself just inside the 35-yard line. So now it's time for St. Mary's to get to work here. They've had some success on the outside. They've had some success in the passing game. Let's see if they keep those lessons learned and try to exploit that against this Verona interior defense that's been money today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do here, if they want to go 10 personnel, which is like a 4-receiver set, or if they want to go back to their 12 stuff. You know, they did have some success with that bubble screen before, so if I'm them, I'm going to try to get the ball in number 1's hands.
They've got Cologne lined up against Dante Palmer over on the top of your screen. Once again, James Williams is the lone running back here. They go 2 tight ends. They're looking for Huertas. Huertas wants a great route, but the ball is overthrown. He was slowed down there by Palma, and that's a great matchup. Even though it's a senior against a freshman in Palma, they both have such great raw speed. That's going to be a game within a game to watch for the rest of this one.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, again, like I said before, they're going to try keeping the ball in number 1's hands because he can make it happen. You saw on that bubble screen. He's got that game-changing speed. 22
catches for 434 yards, 7 touchdowns last year. Also a kick return touchdown. And he has 9 total touchdowns for his career. He's now in his 3rd year making significant contributions to the Gales under Paul Johnson. They fake the give. A free rush coming in for Algieri as they pop it down over to Huertas. Huertas, couple of moves, and then he's brought down by a legion of hillbillies as he'll gain about 5 yards there. And that's what you have to do if you're Verona. Once you see one get that football, you got to rally around him as quickly as possible.
I mean, some people make defense harder than it is. I mean, defense is about pursuit, running to the ball, and tackling. That's it.
Looks like they're going to hurry up look here. Mons doesn't like what he saw, so Coach Singh is going to call a timeout. And we'll take a timeout as well right here on Big State Sports.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of Big State Sports and the New Jersey High School student athletes.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We've worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them.
Following the Verona timeout, 3rd down and 5. A spread 4 wide receiver set coming for the Gales here, trailed by 6. And Messina runs into his own running back, and he's sent down for a gain of just 1. Looks like some cross signals. Ooh, and maybe a little bit extracurricular activities. It looks like we had a stop from Verona, but that piece of laundry down on the field might cost them a 4th down, and instead gift something to St. Mary's. So Messina with a gain of 1, and yeah, it looks like the Hillbillies gave up that stop.
Fucking selfish, fucking ass. Dead ball, personal foul on the Hillbillies. It's a 15.
Frustration coming from all over here. As St. Mary's will now have the ball on the 45-yard line. So they had the stop there. I mean, we saw Messina ran right into his own running back. Now we're going to see Messina under center really for the first time today. Messina, a pitch over to Williams. Williams, he's touched immediately, but he's got a nice little gain here. He's going to pick up about 4. That's by far the longest run we've seen from Williams today. Starting to get a little traction now.
Yeah, St. Mary's offense is very interesting. Like, they'll go under center. They'll go like 12 personnel. They'll go back to the spread. It doesn't seem like they have a true identity, and that's tough, especially when you have a lot of transfers coming in and you don't know about your kids too much. You know, you're trying to find your identity that first week.
It's also tough for a defense, especially in week 0. There's a lot to prepare for.
It's a pain. Being a DC, oh my gosh, keeps me up at night.
Same play, right up the middle. Williams navigates his way through, and then is sent backwards. It looked like Verona was going for the ball there, and that's another nice carry there. He's going to pick up 5, sit down a 3rd and 1. And I mean, that's a huge advantage if you're a high school team that can run different looks there. I mean, most high school teams, 9 out of 10 of them, run the same personnel out there almost every time, or at least 70% of the time.
In 2021, I was the defensive coordinator at Bernards High School.
Yep.
Played Haddonfield High School in the playoffs. They ran 50 formations. I didn't sleep that week, Zach.
Oh, I didn't know you coached with
I did for 3 years.
Oh,
Yep.
I love
I was there
John.
from 2019 to 2021.
He's the Bernards. We got their game tomorrow against Cranford right here.
Sim,
at Big State
shout
Sports.
out to Coach Sim. He's one of my best friends.
He's the best. Another one up the middle. They give it to their fullback. Did he have enough room to run? It looks like he's going to have just enough. It's hard to tell exactly who had that football.
Yeah, they went a quick trap. It looked like a quick trap play or dive play there. I didn't see if it was trap or dive, but especially short yardage. Again, that's St. Mary's. It just looks like they're trying to find what's. They're kind of reaching a little bit. It doesn't seem like they really have a true identity offensively yet. So,
well, Vince has plunged in that time. So 4th down and, I mean, a couple of blades of grass here. They're going to go back to this big set. They have Vinces and Williams in the backfield. Let's see if Messina just dives forward. He will. He goes with the Brady sneak. It looks like he's got plenty, even more than he needs. And that'll be enough for a 1st down as Messina is going to pick up 2. So Messina, when they've needed him to gain yards, he's gotten the job done. He's got 8 yards on 3 carries. And for somebody that's not super mobile, that's not bad. You'll sign up for that.
Yeah, and Matt, they just went 22 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs there. So they're having some success with that. So I'm not surprised if we see them come back with that.
We're coming to you live from the Manitoba Bear broadcast booth here in the Mountaineer Classic in West Orange. A sold-out crowd out here today. You cannot buy any more tickets online for this game.
I'm just glad we're up here up top.
We didn't have to worry about the turnstiles.
Oh, my gosh.
No, it's freeing. This is great in August, awful in November.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So I'll take it now. If West Orange makes the playoffs, I'm going to have to bundle up a little bit more. 1st down and 10, 4 wide out. We have Minaya in the near side slot. Messina fires deep. Huertas there, breadbasket, touchdown! It had to be him. 32-yard catch and run, burns the defense, and St. Mary's has tied this one up.
Like you said, lightning in a bottle, and then that's what they're doing. They're getting the ball in their hands. His hands are just a simple, looks like a 2 verticals on the right side. Left side seems like we had an in concept, but again, he just beat him with speed. Just went on the winning the one-on-one matchup.
3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown so far for Huertas. All other receivers on the team, just 1 catch for 4. So he's been the primary target by far for Messina.
I thought that was a great play call to try to take a shot, especially change the momentum of this game.
And it looks like he might have beat Palma that time. That's the guy that he's been matching up with the majority of the time in this game. St. Mary's still trying to figure out what they're going to do here. And it looks like they're setting up to go for 2. They've got Minaya over on the top of your screen. They've got a big jumbo set. They fake the pitch. Messina's going to go the other way. Finds the edge, and he's in there for 2. Oh, a beautiful 2-point conversion run for Messina, and St. Mary's is now up 8-6. Nice run that time.
Nice 22 personnel set. Again, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. You think it's going to go downhill? A little trickery with the naked boot by the quarterback. Really nice play call there.
Yeah, it was brilliant that time for the Gales. So they moved it over to the outside, and with 5 minutes left to go, Verona. It's an important time for them to come in and score right now because they received the opening kickoff, so they'll have to kick it away to St. Mary's. They'll have 4 minutes and 59 seconds to get that one done, and because of that, it's crunch time early right here on Big State Sports, powered by Top Metal Game. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Metal Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit TopMetalGame.com to schedule your free consultation. We love Top Metal Game. Those are cool guys over there. And if you ever see the commercial, you might hear a familiar voice.
Vince is set to kick it away.
So Vince is getting ready to go. 2 deep for the Hillbillies, who now trail by 2. Line drive kick. Plenty of spin on it. It's vacuumed up just inside the 15. Here comes Nigro. A lot of speed. Nigro working over to the outside. He's going to cross the 30-yard line. Here comes Jaden Nigro. Again, he's a relay runner, and he's going to move in, and that's just what the doctor ordered for the Hillbillies as he makes it all the way to the 44-yard line. That's a gain of about 50 yards on the return. An excellent field position in a small amount of time for the Hillbillies.
And you have enough time. You got 4 minutes. Just run your offense. Take control of the clock. You don't have to rush, right? You're already past the 50-yard line. I mean, with that return, he's a track guy. I don't know if you know that.
He's a track guy.
He's a really good speed guy. But again, just stay on schedule here. Take your time and run your offense. You don't have to do anything too fancy.
So it's a 40-yard gain. Math just a little off there. Maisano in as a fullback as they give it to Nazarato. Nazarato is slammed down there by Vinces. And we'll pick up just one. Nazarato's got 10 yards on 4 carries. And not a bad idea there with Maisano. I mean, give him a little bit of, well, not really a break there if he's in at the fullback, but trying to mix it in. I'd like to see them use Nazarato a little bit more on the outside. If you ever watched Mountain Lakes play their offense, they clearly, they clearly have
wing tee, baby.
Oh yeah, they kind of run some different wing tee concepts in terms of the ways that they use their running backs here. You'll have one guy that's primarily a sweep. You have one that's primarily, while we're on a pitch, and you're up the middle guy. And I feel like Nazarato can really be unlocked if you run him off tackle. Let's see if they do that a little bit more later. Maisano now off a double play fake. Wobbly football is picked off by Huertas, but multiple flags downfield. St. Mary's, half the team's fired up, the other half a little bit more sensitive, and it looks like this interception will be wiped off.
Let's check the penalty.
Huertas got way up there. The ball was tipped on its way as McInerney was under some deep pressure. Still waiting for the white cap there to make his signal.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
So we have a hold going against the St. Mary's defense. And that'll be a 10-yard gain and a first down for Verona. Just the third penalty of the game for St. Mary's, but a costly 10 yards out of the 25 total as the clock has now chipped down to 8 seconds under 4 minutes left in the half. St. Mary's up 8-6 on the Hillbillies.
Ideally, what you want offensively right now is to make sure you run down the clock enough to where they don't get a chance to score again.
So Maisano is there in the backfield. I'd imagine he's going to get at least 3 more touches on this drive. And there's number 1 as he jukes in, keeps the legs moving, and Maisano get a modest gain of about 2 yards.
Number 72.
As he's pulled down by Mason Mania, which is also going to be the fever that everybody will catch once he starts making more and more big plays over there for his team down there in Rutherford. I had to work it in somehow. That's a great name.
That is a great name.
He had a sack and a tackle for a loss in the NJIC third-place game against Beckton. And he's a force on both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball on a very senior-heavy line.
And the great part about where they're at right now, I mean, you're in 4-down territory, in my opinion. Just personally, if I'm calling plays right now. So, you call second down a little bit differently if you're in 4-down territory.
McInerney, he's got a man and overthrows him again. That was Krusness running the post route. And misses Krusness over on the outside, so that'll set up a 3rd down and 9. Looked like he just got a little overzealous there and throwing that football. He had a little bit more time than he thought.
Yeah, just got to take your time. Take time in the pocket.
But again, McInerney, a new quarterback, again, just was 3 for 4 last year in limited time. Connor Massey really took the majority of snaps back there.
And again, 3rd down right here. In my opinion, they're in 4-down territory, and you're going to call 3rd down a little bit differently right now.
I'm a little surprised that they went deep right there because they wanted to chip the clock down. Maybe they were trying to catch St. Mary's napping.
Maybe.
St. Mary's bringing the house there. McInerney stuck on the outside. Got to get rid of this football, and instead he's wrapped down. That's the 52 of Isaias Patanga. And Patanga with a huge play right there and a loss of 4.
And a timeout from St. Mary's.
And a smart timeout there by Coach Johnson. And a great job that time by Patanga. First time that either team has gotten in the backfield.
5-yard loss. 4th and 14.
See, now my mindset's changed a little differently, right? They lost yardage there a little bit. Now, you might want to pin them deep and try to make them drive down the field 90 yards. Try to pooch it a little bit, try to get to the left side. We're on the right hash right here. I'm going to try to maybe hit a quick pooch punt, to the right side, pin them deep.
Yeah, let's see what they got back there. They do have some speed. Yeah, well, first, I think regardless, even if it only goes a few yards, your main prerogative here is punting the ball out of bounds. I mean, I know you got the muff punt earlier, but if it's Huertas back there, forget it. Like, he's going to be off and running if he gets any space. Now, it has been Messina on the punt returns. And let's see what the Hillbillies decide to do here. It does look like they're going in their punt set, but it is going to be Huertas out there to receive it deep instead of Messina.
Yeah, don't kick it to that kid.
No.
Don't kick it to the lightning in the bottle.
I mean, listen, I watched that game live where Matt Dodge punted it over to Sean Jackson. I still have nightmares about that. I know you're an Eagles fan. You're probably happy about that.
Go Birds. See, there we go.
Yep. And I don't mind if that slice is there. As long as it goes out of bounds, no chance of return. It doesn't have the distance that you were quite looking for, but at the very least, you prevent Huertas' opportunity to move forward. And now St. Mary's, with just under 3 minutes, will have a chance to potentially even double dip because they will be receiving the second half kickoff.
Yeah, this is a huge series for the Verona defense here.
So Verona's been showing a lot of that zero coverage look, not a lot of safety action there. Looks like they might be putting that last level out there though now.
Yeah, the good part about it though is that if you change the depth of the safeties, you don't know if it's cover 4, which is a deeper coverage, or cover 0. So that's why some teams kind of dabble with both.
Looks like Lipinski's going a little bit deeper than Palma. Palma's moved to a free safety spot instead of over at the corner. 4 wide set for the Gales. Here's Messina, fakes the screen, and he's going to go off and running. He's going to go running right at his counterpart in McInerney, and he's going to get a gain of 9. So Messina, it's been given a lot more than we expected on the ground so far. The clock's going to keep on running, though. St. Mary's have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, just got to be aware of the clock. Don't have to freak out like we're in 2-minute drill.
Messina gives to Williams. Williams, again, runs into a brick wall, but he does get enough, as Williams is going to be able to pick up 2 yards. On his last 3 carries, he does have 11 yards. On his first 4 carries, he had a net of -1, so continuing to trend in the right direction. 2-minute drill now, time for St. Mary's.
Please make a visit over to our food trucks and concession stands.
And a couple hands on hips, particularly in the secondary coming. Over for the Hillbillies. Let's see if anybody on the offensive staff for St. Mary's saw that, and the Gales try to strike deep again.
I'm interested that St. Mary's is taking so much time. Like, come on, guys.
Might be going for a home run ball here. He's got Huertas over in the slot. Looks like he's double covered up. And now a flag goes flying. And we do have a false start there, so that's really going to take the air out of your tires right there. They took their time and then had the false start. And they had all that momentum right there. For me, I would have gone right, hurry up, and maybe even ran the same play. Huertas in the slot, but instead they shoot themselves in the foot a little.
I know the viewers at home can't see me, but I'm just like, Zach could see me like
Luke's pulling his hair out.
Yeah, all of it. There's none left.
His
Don't
beard
worry.
hair's out.
There's none left.
Don't worry, I'm catching up.
That's
I only
right.
have it in the back. There's nothing in the front for miles. So now it's first and 15 now as in the midst of our giggling, I dropped my rosters. Back to Williams. They're going to go up the middle. Williams, another nice gain. Maisano slams him down. He's going to pick up about 6 there, but the clock just keeps on running, and it feels to me like either St. Mary's is banking it all on some sort of home run shot here.
Yeah, I don't know.
That has to be it.
I really, just seems like they're running out the clock. I'm puzzled. That's a good way to put it, Zach.
The only thing I'm thinking is if they were trying to draw in the secondary, get them a little tired, and then again, just try to burn them. But I don't know. Let's see what happens here.
They're just draining the clock, it seems like, going into halftime. I mean, unless they take a shot here, I don't know. I almost called you coach.
I've had plenty of coaches call me coach before. They do go play fake ahead for Huertas. Huertas looking for that home run ball. There he goes off and running, and he is going the distance over the 30 to the 20, and tiptoes, just gets out of bounds. And look, it had to be that. They did it with a little key screen to the outside, which I know is one of your favorite plays, and they get the job done as he muscles all the way down into the red zone.
Well, now it seems like they really were just setting it up on the left side. They were showing run, 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 run. They were setting up that bubble screen, and the field side defenders were just kind of falling asleep. They were kind of making them fall asleep a little bit. This is crazy.
59-yard catch and run for Huertas. So Huertas now has 109 yards receiving today and a touchdown.
Wow.
And another timeout. And we'll do it as well as we will increase the suspense here on Big State Sports. 22 seconds left in the half. 8-6 St. Mary's. We'll be back.
That something changed. A simple moment of dress up.
4 tackles for a loss last year. He's over there at that left end position. McInerney, 3 receivers over to
your future and go big at CCM.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what? Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today.
Oh.
Ball on the 8-yard line now for St. Mary's here. They lead it by 2. Huertas with a 59-yard catch and run from Messina. Quarterback looks off the slant. Oh, in and out of the hands of Jaden Nigro. But he breaks up the pass on that slant concept, looking over for Sloan Bello.
Great play by him there, especially that's a tough situation. He was isolated by himself there. I mean, that's a great one-on-one play.
And again, just avoided the holding, avoided the pass interference, and keep things moving as that burned 5 seconds off the clock. 2nd down and goal now. Over on the top of your screen is Evan Colon. Over on the bottom is Bello, who they tried to fire it to before. They also have Minaya and Huertas over on that right side. Williams is the single back in the backfield. Messina under pressure, off his back foot, tipped in the air and tipped out of bounds. Another one looking for Huertas as he was under pressure, so 2 incomplete passes, but still an eternity of time at 3rd and goal with 10 seconds.
Got about 2 plays here, Zach. 2 more plays.
I think there's 2 options for St. Mary's is they're going to call a timeout here. We're going to stay here, though. Luke, see if you agree with me here. I think
Let's see. Let's play this game.
They're going to do one of 2 things here. They're either going to throw the ball with Messina again, or they're going to run it with Messina. They've had little to no success running the football up the middle. They might try some sort of jet on the outside with Huertas. I just don't feel like he's going to have enough room. So it's either Messina's running or Messina's throwing. I don't think anybody else is going to have the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they got 1 more timeout, so you can get some misdirection, in the backfield potentially, with something going on the backside, or vice versa. They might take another shot to the end zone. That hasn't really been working too well, so I'm going to guess that they're going to give some type of misdirection, maybe a shift, maybe a formation that they're not ready for, especially down here. I can't really see their personnel, but it looks like they're going to go like a 12 personnel, it looks like, but we'll see.
All right.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah,
it's like you called a lot of games before.
It's more of a called a lot, never coached. That's why I bring the coach on with me. So they have the same exact formation, except Williams is now on Messina's left. 3 receivers on the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, no tight end. They send Huertas in motion. They do go on the jet with him, but a flag does fly, and it looks like we got another false start, which will set up 3rd and goal from the 13.
It's players, not plays all the time, Mr. Zach. And just got to get the ball in your best player's hand. And for St. Mary's is numero uno.
Absolutely. I mean, let's see. He's got the 2 rushing yards, modest, on 1 carry. 109 receiving yards today. And he had a great return earlier as well.
5-yard penalty.
This will get them in much deeper field position here. They still have 12 seconds remaining. So at this point, I imagine they're just going to air it out. Messina from the shotgun. Send a man in motion, it's Huertas. Messina looking that way the entire time and overthrows it wide open. Huertas, that was a free 6 points right there, but got a little, hold the ball a little too tight right there.
I like that call a lot, you know, motion him, go into the wheel, like, great call.
Well, it gives you momentum, almost like the Arena Football League, right? You just get that run and start.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you bring him in motion, and especially with running that wheel route, like, no matter what coverage you're in, you have to communicate to that, because that's another, you know, route you got to account for, you know, to whatever coverage you're playing.
The Gales are going to call another timeout here. As we come to you live from the Meadowmount Bear broadcast booth, a big thank you to St. Mary's and Verona and their football programs for making this broadcast possible here on Big State Sports. If you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button and that like button, and follow us on Instagram as well at Big State Sports. We've got all of the football content that you could possibly ask for. We've got picks, we've got power rankings, we'll have some stat leaderboards in there, and we also cover really every single fall sport under the sun. And, you know, moving, if the school year's going, Big State Sports is going as well right here. And it's the only TV subscription that you'll ever have that'll be 100% free. So check us out on our Instagram, our website as well. So another timeout for the Gales. Now neither, unless they didn't take the last one off for them, it'll be 6 seconds remaining. Verona trailing by 2. The Gales looking to get up by a second score.
Tell them to bump out to the trips. Tell them to bump out to the trips.
Oh, boy. All right, so now a different look here. Looks like Messina's lined up. They're going Wildcat here. Evan Colon is going to take the snap. Colon, flags flying, over to the end zone, overthrown anyway. And it's going to all depend on who the flag is against. It looks like it is against the Gales, and it's going to get declined here. So the Verona defense looks like they did just enough to stop St. Mary's short.
That's a huge, huge, huge series for the Verona defense.
All right, so they were looking for Huertas deep, couldn't find him, and a big-time stop for the Hillbillies despite the 59-yard catch and run at the half. Gales 8, Hillbillies 6, and we'll be back with the halftime festivities right after this on Big State Sports.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install an energy-efficient system that provides a constant flow of clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is called too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
AP Roofing and Siding, your local experts in roofing, siding, trim, and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingendsiding.com.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage, Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels, all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
This is George Muha, and you're watching Big State Sports.
David A. Santini, CPA, LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
Designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home and your family safe.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing. We do everything.
KJM Financial, helping families navigate the college application and financial aid process since 1988. Visit njcollegeguy.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Jaden Nigro from Verona High School. You guys are watching Big State Sports.
Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared? Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Your talent sets the floor. Your mindset sets the ceiling. When the moment comes, will you be ready?
Go ahead, take a deep breath. Oh, nice, huh? That's some clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature.
That is good. Who installed the system?
ICS. They're the leaders in HVAC. They make the ductwork at their own factory, so we even save some money.
That's impressive. You recommend them?
It's ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Ah! Hey, Lorraine, go get a big plastic bag. Take some air home with you.
Provide your team or athlete with quality trophies, medals, plaques, and awards with Performance Trophy and Medals of Randolph. Call us today at 973-989-8775.
George J. Keller & Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows, and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller & Sons.
Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
All right, we are back in action here in West Orange, New Jersey, where the St. Mary's Gales lead the Verona Hillbillies by a score of 8-6 heading into the second half of football. Zach Small and Luke McGinnis hanging out with you, 80 kids of your eye in the sky, and of course Sarah Chupp on production as we come to you live from the Manitoba Bear broadcast booth. For nearly a century, they built innovative, they built enduring relationships across diverse industries, wherever you are, whatever your legal needs, and whether it's personal or professional. Manitoba Bear PC is on your team. Learn more at mbLawFirm.com as we come to you live from the Manitoba Bear broadcast booth. This game's also brought to you by our good friends at the Verona Hillbillies and, of course, the St. Mary's Gales. And Luke, you've got another little bit of tidbit to plug and promote, so why not throw that one in?
Yeah, I actually full-time now. I'm a fundraising coach, so I feel like I'm a full-time coach now. So I'm a fundraising coach with Leading Edge Fundraising. I do that full-time. I work with high school teams to help them raise money. Verona High School actually just used our company, and they raised $25,000 for the program. You know, so, and then I found out about the company when I was head coach at Whippany Park, and I was reached out to by the company, and you know, I was really excited about it, and I work with teams to help fundraising. So if any teams out there, you guys needed fundraising help, let me know.
I'll tell you what, if you fundraise more as a football team, you can get more games on Big State Sports.
That's right.
And Big State Sports, we also are a good tool for fundraising as well. There are plenty of schools that broadcast all their games on Big State Sports, and their sponsors will go ahead and they'll charge a little extra, or not even extra. They'll just use it. Be like, hey, you can advertise. We got 9 games right here in Big State Sports, and we'll go ahead and make it happen as we go into the second half of football here. St. Mary's will be receiving the second half kick, as they're going to send 2 deep there. It's going to look like it's Manaya and Cologne over there to receive it deep. And touchdown scored by Huertas and Maisano on both sides. The only difference really is the special teams. A missed extra point for Verona and a 2-point conversion run for Messina. Messina looks great in his first start in St. Mary's White. He's 5 for 10, 113 yards and a touchdown. 109 of those yards went to Huertas over there on the ground. And McInerney still finding his way in there. 3 for 7, 26 yards for him. And here comes the opening kick. It's a line drive, and it's going to go right over to Cologne, who was down on his knees. And because of that, he downed himself, so 14-yard line, and another chance for St. Mary's to show off their offense. The Gales gained 149 yards on 25 plays. They averaged 6 yards per play in the first half. Verona, 21 plays, 98 yards, 4.7 yards per play on their end. So, you know, a little bit more success. St. Mary's has had a little bit more in terms of home run balls, 2 30-plus yard plays, but Verona have been grinding down St. Mary's. So both teams have done it in their own way.
Yeah, and that's why defenses and defensive coordinators harp on making sure explosive plays don't happen, because that's a game changer right now, especially in this one.
So here we go with the Gales here. It is going to be a shotgun set. They have 2 tight ends here. Williams, again, the main running back. They fake it to him, fire it over on a slant to the inside, and it is caught by Huertas, and that is his 5th catch, and picks up 8 on that one.
Number 1, Jonathan Huertas on the reception.
Players not plays, Zach. Players not plays sometimes.
They've targeted him 9 times today, and he's made 5 receptions for 117 yards. Also has run the ball once for a modest gain of 2. Second down and 2 yards to go. Messina taking his time here, getting a little shuffle motion coming from the H-back. Now to Williams. Williams plunges ahead and again runs into a brick wall. Now, Williams carried the ball 8 times for 16 yards. He did get the 2 this time, though, and it's not carried, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So,
I mean, Verona's been doing a great job with this 12 personnel set. Again, 2 tight ends. Like, they've just been doing a great job stopping the run with that. It's just the pass game on the perimeter they're really struggling with. You know, they definitely, you know, St. Mary's definitely sees something out there on the perimeter with number 1, so.
They do have some younger guys, you know, in that secondary, of course, including Anthony Palma, the freshman. He's got all the talent in the world, but still learning a little bit here. As now Palma lining up at corner. 3 receivers out. Single tight end set. Here's Huertas going in motion. As they take the handoff there, here comes Messina. Messina changes direction on the fly, and he keeps on going. Messina pushes away, and he's down at the 40-yard line, and that's a big first down run for the Gales quarterback here. 16 yards there for Messina. Messina in the first half had 17 yards on 4 rushes, and he's been a true dual threat so far today.
Yeah, you know, and that's something you got to account for as a defense too. You know, when he can run the perimeter, he can run inside. Like, again, dual threat running backs are my nightmare.
Yep.
So.
Huertas is now in the near side slot there. He's covered up by Jaden Nigro. Messina, another gift to Williams. Williams nearly stopped in the backfield and keep those legs moving forward. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. His long today was 6, but he's done so much better in his last 6 carries than in his first 4. Again, his first 4, he had a net of -1. And now he had 4, 5, 2, 6, 2, and 3. So again, just plunging away at this defensive line, maybe getting a little tired here because they have continued to run up the middle despite their lack of success early on.
Seems like they're taking their time a little bit more now with their play calls too. So again, seems like they're gonna play a little ball control.
2nd down and 7. Really running that play clock down. Over to 12 seconds. One of the few fields that has the play clock visible out here.
The scoreboard is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's an amazing facility out here.
Monge told me it was donated.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. With 1 second left on the clock, there's Williams. Williams, again, tries to hammer himself forward. And he is engulfed by the defense. Just a gain of 2 yards, but they do make it a very manageable 3rd down and about maybe a long 5 or 6.
Again, that Verona interior is just doing such a good job. That was counter right there. Again, one of my favorite run plays, but again, they just did a great job stopping that. Seems like they're bringing a different personnel set in here, so they might be airing out the ball here, Zach.
So Vinces is out. He's been lining up as a tight end or a fullback on a few different occasions, and it looks like they may have brought in another receiver. Evan Colon now in the game. He's going to go to the outside, and that is kind of what we're looking at here. We do have that 4 wide receiver set. Watch Huertas again at the top of your screen. In that right side slot, Messina looking. The ball is tipped and incomplete. What a play by Kyle Thompson. Looks like he was the one that tipped it, 56, and a huge play to force a 4th down for St. Mary's.
Again, another huge defensive stop for Verona right there.
So just getting those big paws up there in the air for Thompson. 6'3", 235 pounds. There we go. I think our monitor just turned off for a moment there. Mild, well, actually, no panic. Sarah Trupp never panics. Oh, we got all sorts of motion up front. Let's see what goes against. Who jumped first? And it is going to be Verona. They call for an encroachment. Now it's going to make it a 4th and... It's going to be 4th and 1. So they don't give them the 1st down there because it was the 4th down and 6. So there we go. So a little bit of jumping from the interior lineman. And it'll make it 4th and 1. Very manageable, especially the way that Messina has been able to run in.
And again, just talking to Monge before the game, it's those little things that are going to shoot yourself in the foot.
So if they do the same thing they did last time, Messina should just run right up the gut. He does. Gets the ball over the line. And Messina is good with a gain of 2 yards there. So a 1st down. So another key stop that time. I mean, we've seen both teams do this. Have stops get erased over by a penalty or a silly play. And, that's something you'll see a lot, especially in August football. But, outside of a few things around the edges, these teams are very smooth for this being their first regular season game.
Oh, no doubt. You would think, yes, there are some kinks here and there that you're going to see week 0, but again, I would guess this is like a week 1, week 2 game.
And we do apologize a little bit. We do have some sensitive microphones up here, and they have been picking up a few things, so we do apologize for any periphery language that we've been getting. Little tip, pitch back to Williams. Oh, twisted down. What a play by Maisano. No gain from Williams, and this interior defense is trying to find their groove again for the Hillbillies.
It's 2nd and 10, St. Mary's.
2nd down and 10. The Hillbillies will now replace Thompson. As they'll bring in a number 65 that actually surprisingly I don't have on my list. Monge did send me a list of all of his players, but I do not have a 65. That might be a case of, oh, there we go. That's Tyler Boston. I have him in a 70. So Boston, a sophomore, 6'2", 255 pounds. 2nd down and 10. Twins over on the top. Another 2 tight end set, extra protection for Messina. Messina going to take it himself to the outside. He's had some space and he's pulled down after a gain of about 2. Some more motion. I'll tell you what, Messina, this is a tough kid here. He's not taking easy hits. He's getting popped.
He's a bruiser, man. You know, he's definitely taking some hits there. These linebackers by Verona are getting downhill. I love that. I played linebacker in college, so I love to see a good linebacker play here.
So that was Lipinski there. Bring him down there. 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Hillbillies trailing by 2. St. Mary's with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. 4 down linemen for Verona. 4 receivers set out for the Gales. Messina, play action. He's off and running. Gets past one level of defense. Moves to the outside. There's Messina, and he'll slide down right there at the 37-yard line, and another 1st down.
Yeah. Got to contain the quarterback.
10-yard gain for Messina, and it's so strange.
He's shifty, Zach. I like him. He's been beating them with his legs a little bit.
It's just so strange because they've been so good at stopping Williams, the running back, but for whatever, maybe it's a timing thing. If Messina's running, he's getting all kinds of yards.
Yeah, I mean, just got to do your job. You know, you can't get caught up in trying to over-pursue the football. It just seems like they over-pursue the ball a little bit.
He has 2 10-plus yard carries and a 9-yard rush as well mixed in there. So another 1st down. That one came on a 3rd and 8. Picked up 10 yards on it. Messina under center. He'll give to Williams. Williams powers himself ahead, and again will only be the recipient of about a couple of yards. Williams, though, 13 carries today, and we're seeing St. Mary's keep the ball on the ground a lot more. They had 14 rushes to 11 passes, but this quarter I think they've only thrown the ball once. It just has been downhill, downhill, downhill over and over.
Yeah, and again, that's what teams do. They try to, and that's like what this is not a triple option team, but that's what triple option teams do. Yep. They'll run the ball, and then they'll throw one over top. Same thing with wing T.
Coach,
run the ball, play action.
Coach Michello with his receivers Akala last year with Pequannock had the perfect play action pass. They ran it against Hanover Park. They ran it against a lot of teams. They caught him. They caught him with their pants down a lot, just going over the top. It was incredible.
And that's the threat you got to be careful with number 1.
So they're going to give it to Williams again. Williams had a little bit of a hole there. And just pushing the pile forward. They continue to move. What a carry that time. He's going to get 7 yards there on the ground. Did he get enough for a first? I don't think so. I think he got stopped just short.
They're moving the chains.
No, they are moving the. Wow, 8 yards for that. I thought he was well short there by at least a yard.
Yeah, me too.
So Williams with his best carry of the game goes 8 yards right up the gut. And again, I think they're just successfully tiring out this Verona defense. By the way, St. Mary's has had the ball the entire quarter. And the clock is munched down to under 4 minutes left in the third. It's pure ball control.
This is a defensive coordinator's nightmare. I've been there.
Another single back set there. Big right tackle Landon Pena will help block away for Messina. And Messina again continues to just rumble forward as he's going to pick up 9 yards, and all of a sudden that big trench advantage has been wiped away. St. Mary's is having a lot of success in the middle of the field.
I feel like they've found that identity that's working for them. That 12 personnel set, tight end wing to the one side, 2 receivers to the left. You know, that's where they're having a lot of success with right now.
And it looks like there is a player down for St. Mary's. So with that being the case, we're going to step aside while it's being tended to. We'll be back with more here on Big State Sports.
LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes. This broadcast is made possible by Peak Properties Group, brokered by eXp Realty. They proudly sponsor high school sports in northern New Jersey and the surrounding areas. Peak Properties Group, defined by your dreams, guided by our expertise.
Pick Your Cards is located on Route 46 in Ledgewood. Our huge inventory can be shopped online at pickyourcards.com, where you can use the code BigStateSports for an extra discount.
Green Home Solutions is a huge supporter of Big State sports and the New Jersey high school student athletes.
Blue Nail was superior in almost every aspect. We worked with contractors for almost everything in the firehouse, and Blue Nail really made us feel comfortable all the way through, from the contract to pre-planning to scheduling, getting the job done. We are thrilled that they were able to do the job for us.
Mandelbaum Barrett PC Attorneys at Law provide you with a 360-degree approach for your personal and business legal needs, built on relationships, support, and innovation. You can rely on Mandelbaum Barrett. Visit us at mblawfirm.com.
For years, it had been the same routine, working all night. Ah, those beautiful faces. I wanted more, for me, for them. For our futures. There was this day that something changed. A simple moment of dress-up. It opened my eyes.
Take charge of your future and go big at CCM.
You think you need to do something academically for your child this summer, but you're not sure what. Come see us at Sylvan. We know exactly how to help your child, and it's fun here. Be proactive and make learning part of your summer schedule. Visit sylvansummer.com today. Oh.
My room is so cold, my fish froze.
Mine's so hot, my sneakers melted.
Rooms with different temperatures? That means your HVAC system is outdated and wasting energy. At ICS, we'll install...
All right, so Messina walked off on his own power. Here comes Cologne, though, and it's Evan Cologne, who did attempt to pass earlier. They'll give it right to Williams. Williams with another great run up the middle, and that'll be plenty for another first down. And I think Williams is finally starting to figure it out a little bit more. His offensive line is creating more space for him. It's almost like that space up the middle. That's a huge insect. That's you know what? That is a praying mantis that just flew right at our camera operator. That was very scary. Almost as scary as Williams plunging right at this defensive line as he bullies his way forward, but will only gain about a yard.
Yeah, it seems like they started to get a little, they're finding their groove a little bit too. Offensively, you know, new quarterback in the game, don't expect a lot from him. But again, I think they're starting to really find their personality. I mean, Verona hasn't touched the ball one time.
No, there's 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. All right, so Messina's back in now, so he's good. Took a couple of plays off, and now he's back and ready to go. They were looking at his leg, but it seemed to be okay, and he did walk off. He actually jogged off the field on his own power. Messina's going to go back under center. Second down and about 9 yards to go, moving back to the shotgun set. He's got Vinces as a tight end over on his right. He does get a little bit of motion there, but not enough. Williams, though, going to take advantage. Keeps on moving. Williams is going to get down just shy of the 5-yard line. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards and continue to move himself forward towards that first down marker. He's running angry now.
He's finding a groove, you know, and I'm surprised how many carries that he's had. I mean, how many carries has he had?
17 carries.
I mean, this series might be at least 7 or 8 carries, which is a lot for one series, man. Like,
I think he's got 8 carries on this drive.
They're just driving down the field, man.
Verona has not touched the ball this quarter. 80 seconds remain in the third quarter. They give it to Williams again. Why not? Right in the hot hand, and he is stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. So this is when Verona's been good, though. And both times that St. Mary's have been in the red zone now, you know, they've been staying tough, staying taut, and really sealing all of those gaps here. Now it's a fourth down. The one benefit is they can get a first down here. So You do have to worry about, though, how is Messina feeling with his leg? Because to me, this is an easy outside run for Messina. That's what's been working today.
It's a mentality down here. Like that, it's making sure you play your base defense. You're not getting too fancy. You got to play your base down here. It's a mentality.
Coin toss in the near side slot. They have Cologne on the outside. 2 tight ends. Here's Messina. Messina running right at him. And he is going to be just short of the first down. A huge stop there for the Verona defense. Messina gets 2.5 yards. They needed 3. And with the clock stopping, that drive, Luke, took 11 minutes.
Entire quarter.
11 minutes and 39 seconds. That's the longest drive I think I've ever called in a high school game before, and it resulted in no points. Absolutely insane.
We're so back. We're back.
We are back.
We are back. We are back.
And we've got a lot of games for you tomorrow. I've got Bernards and Cranford at 7 o'clock.
Bernards, my buddies at Bernards.
Yep. That's going to be great, though.
Coach Sim, Coach Carmen, shout out to them. Coached with them for 3 years. Had a blast coaching with them.
And Cranford only lost to 3 teams last year, and they were all playoff teams. Here goes McInerney, and McInerney is tackled down by the hips. And he's going to lose a couple of yards. Oh, wait. Did he? It seems like the official's not quite sure where this marker's going to land. And, all right, McInerney is just down for no gain. McInerney has 2 carries for 0 yards this contest. And now we have another Gales player down, and we will take a break while he's being tended to as well. We'll be back with more up next on Big State Sports.
Clean, fresh air at the perfect temperature in every room. You could save money each month, and the price we quote is the price you'll pay. Get a quote today. See why we say ICS for HVAC.
I see why.
Hi, my name is Andrew Shaka. I'm one of the owners here at New Jersey Siding and Windows. We are a family-owned residential remodel firm. Everything we offer here is quality and comes with great warranties. If it's a residential home, there's no home too big for us to work on.
Here at Open Road Mazda of Morristown, we strive to provide a stress-free, knowledgeable, positive buying experience. No matter your budget, we'll find the right car for you.
Drive home the 2025 Mazda CX-50 for just $229 a month.
Check us out for yourself.
Hey parents, Anchor Golf and Recreation is now registering full and half-day golf camps. Anchor Golf Day Camps are designed to teach children fundamentals of golf. To register your child for golf camp, go online and click the registration tab at anchorgolfcenter.com. Anchor now has 4 dedicated outdoor lighted pickleball courts. Call to reserve your court today. Check out Anchor's 18-hole miniature golf course with new features. It's fun for the whole family. Anchor Golf and Recreation offers so much more. Call or see us at anchorgolfcenter.com.
All right, we are back here on Big State Sports. A big thank you to the Verona Hillbillies and St. Mary's Gales for making this broadcast possible. And that long drive earlier was brought to you by Open Road Mazda of Morristown. Now another drive coming in here. Second down, handoff, goes right towards the 5-yard line. It looks like he might have lost a yard there. And there was Jaden Nigro over there on the carry.
Yeah, Zach, it's a tough position to be backed up in your, in your own territory. This is the type of situations though that you practice.
Yep.
And you have a set of plays that you really like. You just try to get out of that, situation so you can get back on cue, on pace with your offense.
I mean, if anybody's going to be prepared, we both know, well, you know Monch better than I do, but I've gotten to know him pretty well in the past couple of years. He's going to have his team prepared.
Yeah, no doubt. And he's got 2 great coordinators. He's got Chris Rivera, his offensive coordinator, Steve Brown, his defense coordinator. So he's got a lot of help, and that was the biggest thing I look for as a head coach, is making sure you got a lot of good dudes around you, and let them coach their position, let them coordinate the game, and that can help him as a head coach and make sure he can game manage the right thing.
Well, that's why you had your dad as your DC, right?
I did. That was an amazing experience with him.
By the way, congratulations. Speaking of fathers and sons coaching together, Nick Liberato earning his first win as a head coach. 35-18 victory for Hanover Park over Hudson Catholic. You can watch that game back right now on Big State Sports. That game just ended.
Nikki and I are very tight, and was pumped and excited. He called me right away. He wasn't supposed to say anything yet, but he called me when he got the job. And he was excited, and his dad is the offensive coordinator. John is actually one of my mentors. He actually helped me a lot with the Whippany job. But John, actually, when he was the head coach at Summit, he actually coached against me when I played at Warren Hills. So way back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
It would take a lot for Summit to play Warren Hills now. They might both be Group 3s, though. Oh, no. Summit's still Group 2 in football. They're Group 3 in lacrosse. 3rd down and 9. McInerney under pressure. In the grasp and set down. Marcelo Estevez pulls him down. He gained about a yard there on the ground. Not going to be nearly enough. And 4th down and a mile coming up. And, I mean, if St. Mary's can duplicate the drive that they just had last time, this game could just end 8-6.
That's the tough part here, it's a game of ball control sometimes.
Yeah.
And they know that their offenses can be explosive, but we'll see what St. Mary's does here.
By the way, we have another final. Wallkill Valley beats Hasbrook Heights 14-13 in overtime.
Wow, a barn burner.
That's
Congrats,
a good one.
Coach Hamill. Shout out to Coach Hamill.
We had Coach Ed Suri on our show, Staying Frosty with Zach and Dave yesterday to promote that event. And the Super Football Conference went 2-0 in that one against the 2 NJIC teams.
Wow.
So hopefully that event continues to grow. A lot like this Mountaineer Classic that we're out here for. We were down at the Battle of the Beach today. Hanging out in Northern Highlands, hanging out at Holy Spirit. And, I mean, if you want high school football, this is the place to be right here at Big State Sports. And it's all for free. It's always for free. And we're excited to continue to bring this great coverage year after year. Also have another final. Teaneck rolling over Randolph, 47-12 in Teaneck, my birthplace. So the Highwaymen take control.
The Highwaymen.
We'll have their Thanksgiving game on our air. Actually, we've
Coach
got
Wrestler at Hackensack.
Yep.
Let's go.
I got that one. 2nd year in a row for that.
Shout out to Coach Ress.
We also have Teaneck against Dumont next Thursday, so in 7 days, they'll be right back in action.
Very nice.
On the 40-yard line now, here are the St. Mary's Scales. 3 receivers set, 1 tight end. It's Vincent's. And they give it back to Williams. Williams is stopped cold for no gain. That is his 19th carry of the evening.
I would expect he might get up to 30 there, Zach. I mean,
I'm going to run out of room.
They're playing ball control. I mean, that obviously hasn't changed so far already. And don't expect them to do anything fancy here, in my opinion. They might take a shot to our guy Huertas, but we'll see.
I was getting turned around a little bit because there's another marching band practicing behind us, but I was used to the sound coming from our right. But we've got our own personal surround sound up here in the booth at Big State Sports. We got everything. We got insects flying at our camera operators. We've got a nice little gust of wind going, and we also have a 2nd down and 10 for the Gales. Another pitch. Fullback block runs right into his own quarterback, and Williams is drilled backwards. He's going to lose about half a yard. That's the 2nd time that we've had backs run into each other. The first time Messina ran into Williams. This time it was the other way around.
I mean, this defensive line is really stepping up right now when they need to. I know that the last drive didn't go so well, but, you can already tell that they're coming off the ball faster, and they're really setting the tone, and they're saying, nope, we can't let this drive happen anymore.
3rd down and 11 yards to go for the Gales. And right now, really for both teams, it is crunch time, brought to you by Top Mental Game. Schedule your free consultation with Top Mental Game at topmentalgame.com. 3rd and 11, 4 receivers set. Where is Huertas? He's at the bottom of her screen. Flag goes flying in the air. And it looks like it's going to back up the Gales a little bit further, so this will certainly change things on both sides. Let's see. It looks like
so those mental mistakes, Zach, that we talk about, especially late in games, you're tired.
Oh, they picked it up. But again, that's why you need Top Mental Game, right?
Yep.
So no more mental mistakes.
Nope, that's right.
By the way, the moon is eerie tonight. It's kind of like that goldish yellow tint in the sky out here.
Might be shinier than my head. I don't know. Maybe.
It might be shinier than the front of my head. I'm holding on to the locks for dear life in the back.
I can help you out, man. Just let me know.
One day, you know what, Luke?
I'm going on year 7.
I'll tell you what.
No, actually, you know what? I'm going on year 8.
When I decide to finally make the plunge, will you shave my head for me?
Or
Or you're not good at it? Do you not shave your own head?
Can we broadcast it on Big State Sports?
Absolutely, we can broadcast it on Big State Sports.
Then maybe we can talk.
Listen, I don't do anything without checking how does it benefit Big State Sports first.
Right. All right.
It seems like they changed their mind, so the flag did take effect. 3rd and 16. Whistles abound, hands in the air, and a timeout for St. Mary. All right, so it looks like everybody wants to get smoothed out. You might be a little confused at home, so we'll take everybody. We'll take a breather here, towel off. We'll be back with 8:40 left in the 4th.
Trim and exterior work. We deliver the best service, quality products, and peace of mind, no matter the size of the job. Call now for your free estimate at 908-879-4729 or visit us at aproofingandsiding.com.
We offer installation of siding, vinyl, and composite. We also do replacement windows, doors, roofs, decks, attic insulation, and e-shield.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage. Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your area.
We come back with Messina scrambling over to the outside on the 3rd and 16. He's just going to run out of bounds. Messina scampers for about 3 yards there. 4th and 13, so Verona should be getting the ball back here, barring another penalty, and then they'll have about 8.5 minutes to try to churn their way downfield.
Yeah, and listen, like that's a huge, again, another huge stop for the Verona defense. They're really stepping up tonight, and just hopefully, you know, the offense can kind of start getting clicking a little bit. You know, we'll see what they kind of go with.
And for those of you tuning in, you know, this 8-6 score, this has not been bad offensive football. This has been smash mouth, just great defense. The linebackers are playing great. We've had a ton of broken up passes, really close plays. Only 1 turnover, by the way, as well.
I selfishly, as a defensive guy,
you're loving
this. I coached the defensive line at FDU. Been at DC. I love this.
High snap over to Vincent. Wobbling kick. It's going to land ahead of Nigro, and it's going to flatten out just ahead of the 20-yard line, so they're going to have to do 80 yards in 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's see if the Hillbillies can charge their way down the field. The defense has done the job. Let's see if the offense can join.
I like this.
Apparently there was a crazy ending to Wallkill Hasbrook Heights, and you can watch that right now on Big State Sport. Of course, after this game's over. But you can go back and watch.
I might replay that later.
I got a lot of games to listen to on my 22-minute drive home. I might have to drive slow, maybe take a detour, figure it out. I'm trying to load the games for tomorrow. I know on Saturday we've got a banger on Saturday. We got High Point Jefferson.
Ooh.
That game is going to be awesome. High Point was excellent last year. Marchers is coming back.
Yep.
No Elko, though.
Coach Percy, Coach Nahan.
Yep.
One of my assistants from Whippany is actually over at High Point now, too.
Well, here we go, though. Jaden Nigro using his speed and falls forward. Let's see where they down him. They're going to down him right at the 42-yard line. A gain of 22 for Jaden Nigro, and it was only a matter of time before he started to get going.
Yeah, like I said, track guy. You know, he's got that breakaway speed, and again, explosive plays are going to be the difference in this game.
Well, so far the 3 explosive plays in this game, 2 have been to Huertas. One of them was a touchdown. The other one was a 39 run by Massano for a TD. Now, if I'm Verona, though, I almost don't want too many home runs right here. I want to continue to wind down the clock.
Got to score points here, Zach.
That's true. Points are points.
Get some momentum.
And the defense has been so good. Wildcat set. Oh, they give it back to Nigro. Nigro racing over to the 50. There he goes. Off to the races, Nigro. 1 man to beat. And Messina will shoestring tackle him down right by the 10-yard line. Jaden Nigro sprinting his way into the red zone for a first down.
I love the Wildcat set here. I love it. Nice curveball. They use that at the right time. Again, he's feeling good. Get your playmaker the ball. Love that play. Love that call.
Believe that to be somewhere in the neighborhood of a 48-yard run. Maisano outside, has room on the edge. Messina trying to chase him down, stutters over him, plunges forward, and he's going to be just short of the pylon. So that ball started on the 12-yard line. It should be enough for a first down as Maisano picks up 11. That's his first carry of the half, by the way.
This is the momentum that Verona needed, man. This is what they needed. This is what the doctor ordered, like you said.
Maisano's now up to 74 yards on the ground of the game, and that's going to force another timeout. We'll step aside as well on Big State Sports. St. Mary's 8, Verona 6.
.com today to learn more.
Athletic Fields of America in Montville, New Jersey has become an industry leader in synthetic turf. Serving the greater New York, New Jersey, and Eastern PA regions, we have delivered hundreds of both synthetic turf and natural grass sports fields for youth and recreational levels all the way up to the highest standards and requirements of the NCAA. Our goal with every project is to provide our customers with exceptional workmanship, extraordinary service, and professional integrity while constructing a superior product that you can enjoy for years to come. Visit athleticfieldsofamerica.com.
All right, they took a couple of yards away from Maisano, so that'll be second down. And the Verona crowd is going absolutely ballistic on both sides. We've got cowbells, we've got cheerleaders, we've got the band getting into it. And they're still taking a little extra time to set up here. Second down and 1 in the red zone. They're going to have Maisano in as a fullback, and it looks like Logan Lipinski over as the halfback here. Little scrambling up front. Flag goes flying. It's a false start against the Hillbillies. Now, you can look at it in a couple ways. Like, yeah, you don't want to lose the yards, but it gives you maybe a little bit more room to work with. Maybe wind some clock. I mean, I'm seeing Coach next to me shaking his head. He doesn't like anything about it.
I mean, no, it's just second and short. If they get 1 yard, they get a fresh set of downs. So that's huge. That was a huge penalty. That would make me lose the rest of my hair. But again, it's not the
beard hairs will fall out.
Again, I always try to look at the bright side of it, right? They're in a situation where they got a little more space. The play call can kind of open up a little bit, but again, they could have got that fresh set of downs, and that's huge.
They've got to score here, though. St. Mary's has been down here before, too, and we're stopped short. Actually, I think Verona stopped them twice in the red zone so far today.
Yep, twice down here.
We got more flags flying. What happened this time? And again, it goes against the Hillbillies. 2 in a row. This time on the delay of game, and I mean, that's got to be incredibly frustrating. They're going right back up to the line, though. 2nd and 11 after it being 2nd and 1. Back-to-back penalties. Another Wildcat set. Nigro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nigro going outside, nearly tripped up by Cologne, and
number 56, Marcelo Estevez.
It looks like Estevez set him down. Cologne is, all right, Cologne's all right. Picked him right up. And a gain of 1 off that outside run by Nigro. Before that, Nigro had, on his last 2 carries, picked up 68 yards from that Wildcat set. There's another timeout coming from the Hillbillies, but we'll keep it right here. So, Luke, obviously, if you're Verona, very frustrating there. Back-to-back 5-yard penalty losses. That play with Nigro that worked so well didn't work here. What are you drawing up here if you're Coach Singh?
3rd and 10 right now. You got, like I said, you got a little more space. So, play action is something that I would like here. I think are they on the hash here, Zach? Yep.
Yeah, I think they're on the near hash. Yeah.
We are on the near hash, so that's a good thing. That's another benefit. So, again, I think sometimes you don't want to abuse, the Wildcat set a little bit. Right. Sometimes they kind of pick up on that. So, again, I would go back to something that they're having a lot of success with, maybe that interior run with Brody. Maybe some quick game, maybe some play action. I would love some play action here.
Yeah. Well, let's do if you really want to go nuts, my question is, can Nigro throw the ball?
That I don't know.
And you set up.
I met with them in the spring when I was recruiting, but that's something I do not know.
Here's my.
You never know.
Here's my mad science
It's
thing
week
here.
0.
If you have Maisano, you set him up as an H-back over on the right side. You try to move Niagara. Now, he would have to throw off his back foot, but if he could get it to Maisano in space, that could be something.
Now we're getting crazy here.
They're not going to do it, though. Here's McInerney. McInerney, man in his face, fires to the end zone. Broken up. And it's broken up by Messina. Oh, what a job by Messina right there. And a big celebration after 4th down and 10, and Verona's going to have to, well, let's see. Do they try the short field goal, or are they going to go for it?
Yeah, I don't know their kicking situation here, but
they missed the extra point.
If you have a kicker, I mean, you got to go for it, but it doesn't seem like that's the case.
Logan Canode was 0 for 1 in extra points. Didn't do a lot of kicking last year. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 10. McInerney, shotgun set. Maisano right next to him. 3 wide receivers to his right side. McInerney, all the time in the world, scrambles over to the right side. McInerney keeps his eyes down. He's hustling. Here's McInerney over to the outside. Did he get enough for the first down? The ball came out once he was out of bounds.
Wow. What? That's guts right there, Zach.
Where's the ball going to be?
That's the wrestler in him.
The officials are trying to decide. It looks like they're going to put him just beyond the... Yes, they do! First down for McInerney. And John McInerney, the junior, making his first ever high school start, took advantage of all that time, didn't force a throw, and is able to gain a gorgeous 1st and goal as now a flag goes flying. And it is an unsportsmanlike going against St. Mary's. So somebody must have been absolutely irate, as it was an 11-yard run by McInerney. Somebody must have been very upset with the ball spot. So now the ball will inch a little bit closer. And let's see what Verona's got here. Still a ton of time left on the clock, 7:02 left in quarter number 4, but Verona knocking on the doorstep, the ball on the 1.
My heart sank there when he was rolling out there.
I mean, I think everybody was holding their breath. I wanted to hold my breath, but I wouldn't be doing my job if that's what I did. Maisano over in the backfield. They fake the pitch. It looks like they're trying to go to the inside, and he's got nowhere to go. That was Maisano as he's tackled down.
Number 56
by Patanga.
Marcelo Estevez makes the stop.
So Maisano will go down. He's going to lose a couple of yards on that carry. 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line now. Huge stand for St. Mary's if they can stop them. 8-6. This is Verona's first trip to the red zone today, if you can believe it. There's been very few possessions in this game. More motion. Algieri going to the left side. McInerney scrambling that direction under a lot of pressure. Gets away from it. Here comes McInerney as he's popped going towards the end zone. And falls down flat. He's going to pick up about a yard. But McInerney was under all kinds of duress there. The fact that he was able to get a yard is nothing short of a miracle.
He's got a little Johnny Manziel in him. There,
Really
that I don't know how he got it. That was like Houdini right there. Oh my gosh, how did he get out of that one?
And those were 2 of the biggest guys on St. Mary's too, right around him. And you could see how uncomfortable he was in his shoulders, but never really panicked and just kept moving forward. 3rd down and goal now.
Again, he's a wrestler, tough kid.
Oh yeah.
Like that, again, I love recruiting wrestlers.
I feel wrestlers and lacrosse players to me make excellent football players. They've got Palma split to the outside. They've also got McInerney split to the outside. Nigro's under center, whistles abound, and perhaps another timeout. And it is going to be St. Mary's final timeout. It looks like they're going to burn here. So, oh no, timeout for Verona. All right, so I guess they faced the wrong direction. 5:18 left on the clock. Clock's ticking. The score is very close. You won't want to miss this. Grab your popcorn in this commercial break.
Watching Big State Sports.
David A. Santini, CPA LLC, providing financial peace of mind. Let us take the stress out of taxes for you too. Peace, love, and taxes.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Here at Open Road Cadillac, everybody gets treated just like family. We always make sure we find the right car for you.
The 2025 Cadillac Lyriq, now for the limited time price of only $529 a month. Open Road Cadillac of Morristown in Florham Park, New Jersey.
This is Christian Copeland, broadcaster for Big State Sports, and you're watching high school football right here on YouTube.
We specialize in roofing and siding. That includes gutters, windows, doors, stone siding, decks, and painting. We also utilize new age technology like drones and 3D modeling. The drones keep our guys safe on the ground with an aerial perspective, and the 3D modeling gives us exact measurements for precise job scope. Give us a call today. We'll be happy to provide you with a complimentary drone inspection. We look forward to keeping your home.
All right, so John McInerney, it appeared as if he got hurt on that last play, or maybe right before. So Jaden Nigro is going to go under center here. Jumbo set.
I love this set.
For the Hillbillies. Nigro, he's going to drop back and run to the outside. Nigro looking for space, over to the end zone! And he's short! They're calling him just short. It'll be 4th and goal on the half-yard line.
I don't know, Zach. He hit the pylon there.
The pylon is on the ground.
Yeah. It's usually a good indication that you're in.
I like that play, though. Taking advantage of Nigro's speed instead of plunging up the middle.
I thought I was watching Mountain Lakes or Newton there. It might have been Newton.
That looked like a little, a little Parzero action.
Looked a little wing T-ish.
All right, so let's play head coach again.
Here we go.
Right here.
I'm ready.
So to me this seems fairly obvious. I just want Maisano under center going forward. I don't know how many times he's exchanged the snap at the center before. He's your biggest dude. I don't mind him just trying to carry the pile here. What do you want?
This is a tough one because I don't know this team. Like, I don't know the personnel. So it really comes down to that. The thing that they've not had success with is running the ball inside. So they had a little success, there getting Niagara on the outside, but it's a tough call here.
Let's see if McInerney goes back here, too. By the way, this game has had a lot of this. We've had a lot of crunch time powered by Top Mental Game, but it is crunch time again for the Hillbillies. Struggling with confidence, inconsistency, and playing scared and tight. Learn how to unlock your potential and perform at your best when it matters the most with Top Mental Game. Get the same personalized tools that professional athletes use to play with confidence, increase resilience, and build a champion's mindset. Visit topmentalgame.com to visit and schedule your free consultation.
Here we go.
4th and goal, plunging towards the end zone. Did they get enough? Waiting for the signal. Hands in the air. Touchdown, Hillbillies. It looks like Jaden Nigro surged in for the score, and Verona are up 12-8.
Got the tush push here. Little old, yeah, there we go. Got the push. Nigro under center, and who else would you want? One of the 4 horsemen to push him in, Mr. Brody.
So Maisano, it doesn't exist in football, but he should get an assist on the play for the touchdown. I want that. I'm just like I want rebounds in hockey.
Here we go. Some swinging gate. I love it.
Look at this. Both of his shoulder pads popped out as he goes to the sideline. Here's McInerney. They flip it to the outside by Sato. Oh my goodness, he plunges in. But we do have a flag on the other end of the field.
No, that is legal. That is a legal pass. Ladies and gentlemen at home, that is a legal pass. You are able to do that.
Oh, they called them a fall. All right, do you think maybe they saw some other motion? Monch doesn't look too upset. I don't know there. So I've yet to see a snap like that, but it didn't seem, nobody ever said you have to snap it directly backwards.
You are allowed, if you have the ability to, it's a very hard thing to do, is take the ball and you have to like shovel it up really quick. But that is totally legal.
I'll tell you what, I bet that was Ryan Cavallo, who's their long snapper. He won all the long snapping competitions in the state, and he's being recruited by a lot of D1 schools.
I think we just had seemed like an illegal procedure. Did you catch that penalty, Zach?
I saw the false start motion. So McInerney's going to go back out there.
This is going to be huge.
So these points, I mean, if Verona gets 2, it would force the Gales to make the extra point. Oh, miscommunication there. Flag goes flying again. And I think Verona got saved by some disorganization on the other side of the ball, or by their own penalty. It is another false start, and honestly, I don't think that false start was that bad given the fact that the snap hit him in the face.
Can't have that happen.
No. I like that. Did you hear that? Instead of my Sharona, they're going go Verona.
Ah.
I like. You know what?
See what they did there.
That's some great coordination between the pep band and the cheerleaders as McInerney drops back. This is for 2 points. McInerney hustling towards the corner. McInerney dives! He got it! Oh, what a run by John McInerney from way downtown. The gutsiest 2 points you'll ever see. Look at this from McInerney.
This kid's got some swagger, man. I like him. I like him a lot. Tough, gutsy play, aiming for the pylon. Again, that's the wrestler in him, man. I like him.
Early in the game, he looked very uncomfortable running the ball. He had an 11-yard gain when they needed the most over there in the red zone, and then just did it again to get 2 points. What a job by McInerney. So now Verona up 14-8, and this forces St. Mary's, if they score a touchdown, to make their extra point. So the Hillbillies will have 5 minutes and 8 seconds to try to hang on to this lead with a St. Mary's team that went full ball control. Do you think they changed that game plan up a little bit more here?
It's tough to say. I mean, they got 5 minutes on the clock. They had a stop last series. You got it. I haven't seen number one.
Huertas only has one play this.
I haven't
this
seen him touch the ball at all this second half.
Yeah.
You know, I would be trying to get the ball in his hand. You know, he had such an explosion. How many yards did he have in the first half?
In the first half, he had 109 yards in the air. He has 1 catch this half.
He has been non-existent the second half. So I would hope that they can kind of try to get the ball in his hand somehow.
Cavallo kicks it towards the sideline. This will be the illegal procedure, but I got to be honest, though. Again, I know you're giving him a lot of yards. I don't want to give it to Minaya or Huertas here, because they could easily bring the ball a lot farther than that. I know it's not as likely, but in my mind, the possibility of that happening would terrify me as a special teams coordinator. So I don't mind that kick out of bounds, but it looks like they're going to go for a re-kick.
And not shocked that St. Mary's said, nope, we're going to decline this. So.
I mean, hey, it's good decisions. I mean, both coaches, this has been a chess match here. Mon Singh has been excellent. Paul Johnson on the other side. They're going back and forth.
We're back, baby. It's week 0.
We're so bad.
We're so back.
This has been week 0. Underrated week here on the schedule. We got all good games.
And that's the great part about it.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that Mons talked about. They're an unknown, you know, NJIC team, you know, being a private school. And again, that's the beauty about week 0.
End of rank kick, Huertas. Or rather, Minaya picks it up. He'll go just short of the 40-yard line, and he is wrapped up quickly by big 99 Noah Zelasco Nelson. Big story about Zelasco Nelson. He's wearing 99. He's the first player ever in Verona history to wear a number anywhere in the 90s, and a big reason for it, well, the main reason for that is in honor of a player that Mons coached at St. Joe's, Simon Menard, who passed away way too early. He wore the number 99, and you know he's got Coach Singh has a good emotional connection with Zelasco Nelson, so he chose him to wear the 99, and he's a great story too. He was the team manager last year, and now is out there playing on special teams.
You love to see that, Zach.
It's like a Rudy story.
I love stories like that.
Williams reduces the pile, but it is going to take a lot of time off the clock.
It's going to come down to how the Verona defensive line can really continuously stop the run, and then who is going to be able to cover Fuertes out on the perimeter. That's what it's going to come down to right now.
He gains 3 on the ground. The clock will melt down to under 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Second down and 7 yards to go. The Gales trail it by 6. They had a single touchdown in this game. It was a 32-yard catch and run to Huertas. He also had a 59-yard catch and run off a key screen earlier. He's waiting in the near side slot there. Messina checks over on him. Messina, he's going to race over to the outside as the ball comes out. Falling down on it are the Hillbillies. It's a fumble recovery coming on down for Dean Algieri, and a huge turnover for St. Mary's. Verona ball.
If you win the turnover game, you're more likely to win the game. And especially late in the game like this, you love to see that.
Let's see what we got here. I want to see who hit him. It looked like Messina was going to go off and running here again. It's Cavallo.
Great job by Logan, number 17 there. He played a great shuffle squeeze technique there and made the quarterback hesitate. And again, that's what led to that fumble too.
Nigro outside now, picks up at least 5 as he's lanced down there by Azim Aladdin, the freshman defensive back.
And again, going back to that fumble play, again, just talking about what that defensive end did to make that quarterback hesitate, that was a phenomenal job by him. And then the cavalry came in, and they made it happen.
Well, this will make you smile here. The guy that helped him out on that was Kenotic. So one of the guys that you're recruiting over at FDU.
That's right.
Second down and 5 yards to go. Clock running down under right about 3.5 minutes. The issue for St. Mary's is they only have 1 timeout. Verona is out of timeouts.
If I'm Verona, I'm trying to get that clock rolling, control the ball, stay on schedule.
McInerney, Massano is thrown down to the turf. He's going to go down for no gain. Pulled down by Vinces, as well as the 69 of Anthony Paterno. So now it'll be third down and 6 yards to go. And now this is a big pickup for Verona. You want to continue, like you said, Luke, to stay on schedule here and get this big first down. They have too much momentum after the touchdown, the 2-point conversion, the fumble recovery to give it away on a 3-and-out right now.
These are times that I'm bringing the team on the side. Say, guys, just got to take a deep breath, breathe.
Unfortunately, Verona do not have that luxury. And here's McInerney. McInerney gonna fire down the field, and it's caught! It's caught over there by the number 2 of Anthony Palma, the freshman who turned down multiple parochial offers to stay home, makes the grab inside the 10.
You love to see that aggressive call. Just 3-step drop. You practice it in 7-on-7 all year, all summer long. You love to see that.
That's Palma's first career varsity catch, goes for 28 yards.
Great call by Coach Ferreira, their offensive coordinator here at Verona. Awesome job. I love the aggressiveness. I love aggressive offensive play calling. Love it.
And McInerney had not been accurate with those deep balls all game, so that was real gutsy. Talk about trusting a freshman and a new quarterback. McInerney out of the pistol set with Maisano. Another flag goes flying. It's another false start against the Hillbillies. The Hillbillies have committed 6 penalties this game, adding up to 50 yards lost. Under 2 minutes left, they lead it 14-8 on St. Mary's, and a lot has to go right for the Gales in this situation, but those extra 5 yards are certainly helping out.
Again, you're in a situation here. You're in a good territory. Just hold on to the ball, control the ball.
Well, as you said that, Maisano picks it up right off the ground. He's got a man to be big stiff arm there. Continues to run, but he's brought down over there at the 20-yard line. A gutsy play by Carlos Minaya. And they just continue to move backwards here. Loss of 5 there by Misano. As the Gales will burn their final timeout right here. We'll step aside as well. Again, stick with us here. It's a close one, folks. Hillbillies 14, Gales 8. We'll be back on Big State.
Hi, I'm Dan from George J. Keller & Sons. My family-owned company has provided superior service to local homeowners since 1980. And based on the strength of our commitment to you and your positive reviews and feedback, we are now a GAF 3-star President's Club winner. That's right, one of 30 winners out of 2,600 Master Elite dealers nationwide. Our seasoned pros provide the best service and quality products from beginning to end of your project. Give us a call today for your free estimate.
When the storm hits, don't let your roof quit. We are fast, we are strong, we get it done right.
Wow, I need that roofer.
That's Proven Roofing. They're the best. For roofs that last, just give us a ring. Proven Roofing.
Second and goal from the 20 with 100 seconds left to go. Verona cannot kneel it down. As they sweep it over towards the outside and brought down is the number 20 of Nigro. Nigro's going to pick up about 3.
Yeah, not shocked by that play call there. They had a lot of success with that jet sweep with Nigro before. You know, I like that.
Got a lot of whistles here. So the clock did stop at 1:24. I'm not quite sure why the clock is stopped. Nobody has any timeouts.
Ball, the 18-yard line.
He didn't go out of bounds. The officials are discussing something. A lot of looking around at each other. The St. Mary's coaches are out by the numbers on their ends.
And this is the stuff that you practice, the situational stuff. 4-minute drill, take your time, get up, cuddle up, take your time.
Clock continues to run now. 70 seconds left in the game. Wildcat set with Nigro again. They'll send McInerney in motion. Nigro will go to the outside. Just wants to take up some time. Stayed in bounds as he's brought down by Minaya. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't care about the loss of 7 yards on that play. He stayed in bounds, kept the clock running, and now they'll have 42 seconds left. And again, they're stopping the clock again. Luke, do you have any insight on this? I'm not sure why they keep stopping the clock here. He didn't go out of bounds. Neither team has any timeouts. Wasn't an incomplete pass. Am I missing something?
This is the stuff that has driven me nuts as a head coach, because sometimes these referees need to discuss some things and they don't tell you why, and I'm a little puzzled as well.
Monge saying still with the shades on is going back.
This is week 0. Now you can tell this is week 0.
Well, it's week 0 for everybody, right?
Yes.
And
correct.
Honestly, I'll tell you what. I think this has been a very well officiated game.
No doubt, but especially at the end of the game,
the clock stopping is just confusing me a little.
Correct. And this is the stuff that is, it's frustrating as a coach. Sometimes the referees do not communicate to you on what's actually going on, right. and that's frustrating. But again, it is week 0 for everybody, so try to give them a little benefit of the doubt. But again, it's all about ball control here, and for Verona to win this game, it's just making sure that they practice those situations that they practiced before too.
We're also not privy to what's been said down there, so they could have very easily explained that to everybody down there. By the way, another big surprising score. Belvedere takes down Hackettstown 23-20.
The County Cedars.
Yep, the County Cedars.
Coach Scheffler. Congrats to him.
After an 8-2 year last year. And this is without Kyle Blue.
I stopped by there in May recruiting, and he's doing a great job over there.
Yeah.
So congrats, Coach Scheffler. I'll make sure I send you a text later.
The clock is running down. They're going to take the delay of game here. All right, so they take the delay of game. 5 seconds left. St. Mary's.
Delay of game on the Hillbillies.
Well, they're going to need a miracle here. Is there a miracle in store for the Gales? 5 seconds left. They played this game just as tough as their adversaries in this one. It's been a heavyweight fight, back and forth, bruising plays, home runs on both sides. And by the way, I mentioned before how that was the longest drive I had ever seen without any scoring. This is by far the longest 4th and goal I've ever seen. The ball's on the 29-yard line.
It's crazy. This is nuts. I mean, this is a situation. We're back, baby. This is a situation. Just tell the quarterback or the running back to just take the ball and run his way as much as he can.
He's going to fire to Nigro. Nigro is going to go to the outside, stay on his feet, tap dances over the 20. He's down, and the clock is in triple zeros, and the game is over. The Verona Hillbillies come all the way back in this one and win this one by a score of 14-8.
Doesn't always have to be pretty, Zach. A win's a win, baby. We're back. It's week 0. Football is back.
St. Mary's out of conference losing streak extends to 5 here as they'll look to get back off the schneid in their next game coming up next week. Verona pick up, well, for the 2nd year in a row now, the Hillbillies have won right here at West Orange in the Mountaineer Classic. The last one was a blowout against Jefferson. This time around, razor-thin margin here. They win this one by 6, but a win's a win. We hope to see St. Mary's a lot more moving forward, and we know we'll be seeing a little bit more of Monch Singh. But, I mean, Luke, any final thoughts on this one?
I'm just glad to be back, man. It's football season, man. It's the best time of the year. Thank you for having me on. And it's great being back up here in the booth with you. And again, just thank you for having me here. Yeah, great game by both teams. And congrats to Coach Monch. Congrats to the whole coaching staff. Congrats to Verona, the whole team. And great start to the Mountaineer Classic here.
Final score from West Orange, Hillbillies 14, Gales 8. There is going to be a trophy presentation down on the field for the MVP of this contest. They're doing this for every game over here in the Mountaineer Classic. But, I mean, let's talk about what's going to be next for this St. Mary's team, because I think that they have a lot to be excited about with this team. I think they ran into a Verona team that's tough as nails.
For sure.
Especially over there in that NJIC, a lot of smaller schools there. I think St. Mary's can easily bounce back and win the NJIC Patriot again, especially when they've got guys that are completely full of guts right there. Thomas Messina running all over the place. Their big D and O linemen. I mean, Marcelo Estevez had a heck of a game. And, of course, we can't talk about this game without talking about the contributions of Jonathan Huertas. Over 100 yards receiving and that touchdown.
That kid is a lightning in the bottle. And, I know they're in the division with Woodridge, too. And congrats to Coach Carbone on his first win as Woodridge head football coach. So, it's really going to – I think it's going to come down to those two teams in that division, and I know they play about week 3, I believe, and it's going to be a great battle between the two, and it's going to be an awesome matchup to see. But yeah, St. Mary's, this is what I tell my team. You can't be sad about. There were a lot of good things. This team just kind of came up on top. So
St. Mary's will host Hasbrook Heights on Saturday. Heights just lost to Wallkill Valley in an incredibly tight game. So that's what they'll have on the horizon for them as we wait for the presentation here. Over for the Hill. I didn't see who they gave it to, did you?
I did not.
Oh, they didn't give it to anybody yet. They're going to give it to Jaden Nigro. Jaden Nigro with that big game-winning rushing touchdown. In this game, he had over 70 yards rushing. So Jaden Nigro, and of course he had some in the air at the very end. Up next for Verona, they will be visited by the Kinnelon Colts. So you'll have that on the horizon as well. Yep, he's a great guy.
Be ready for Coach Grande this year. Kinnelon, he's got a great offense that's going to be coming at you. So very unique style of offense.
So that'll wrap things up here on Big State Sports. A big thank you to Oberlin Mazda, Morristown, ICS, Stout Metal Game, Middlebound Barrett, Verona, the Verona Hillbillies, as well as our very, very good friends at the St. Mary's Gales. For Aiden Kinsey, your eye in the sky. For Sarah Trepp, over on the ones and twos. For my good buddy and broadcast partner, Luke McGinnis. My name is Zach Smolin, reminding you, as always, to stay frosty. And we'll see you tomorrow for more football for free on Big State Sports. 4 tackles for a loss last year. He's over there at that left end position. McInerney, 3 receivers over to his right side, looking downfield, clean pocket, fires a dart over the middle, and it's complete. Oh, it's dropped at the very end. So it was caught. Did he complete the process of the cuts away? And there he goes as he's wrapped over towards the sideline. But we talked about it before. Huertas can just cut and run, and he gets over to the Verona side of the field right at the 43-yard line for a first down.
That was a nice split zone action inside, and then they threw the rotation with him at running back.
Drew Cruznes is at the top of your screen. He had his first varsity catch on the last drive, 17 yards. They go back to Maisano on the 2nd and 3, finds a hole, and he's tripped up right over midfield for a big first down.
In the game, you know, don't have to tell him to take a deep shot all the time.
I think it's the quarterback, Messina, that's going to return here, and he muffs it. Oh, it's picked up immediately by Verona at the 40-yard line. So a muffed punt by Messina in the China shop. There he goes, over the 20, the 10, breaks the tackles, touchdown, Hillbillies. 39 yards, right up the gut. We have Benaya in the near side slot. Messina fires deep. Huertas there, breadbasket, touchdown. Combo set. They fake the pitch. Messina's going to go the other way. Finds the edge, and he's in there for 2. Oh, a beautiful 2-point conversion run for Messina. It's vacuumed up just inside the 15. Here comes Nigro, a lot of speed. Nigro working over to the outside. He's going to cross the 30-yard line. Here comes Jaden Nigro again. He's a relay runner, and he's going to move in, and that's just what the... If you run him off tackle. Let's see if they do that a little bit more later. Maisano now off a double play fake. Wobbly football is picked off by Huertas, but multiple flags down, and he is going the distance over the 30 to the 20, and tiptoes, just gets out of bounds. And look, it had to be that. They did it with a little key screen to the out. Football, they're Group 3 in lacrosse. 3rd down and 9. McInerney under pressure, in the grasp and set down. Marcelo Estevez pulls him down.
One of my assistants from Whippany is actually over at High Point now, too.
Oh, well, here we go, though. Jaden Nigro using his speed and falls forward. Let's see where they down him. They're going to down. And the defense has been so good. Wildcat set. Oh, they give it back to Nigro. Nigro racing over to the 50. There he goes. Off to the races, Nigro. 1 man to beat. And Messina will shoestring tackle him down right by the 10-yard space. That could be something.
Now we're getting crazy here.
They're not going to do it, though. Here's McInerney. McInerney, man in his face, fires to the end zone. Broken up. And it's broken up by Messina. And build a champion's mindset. Visit topmiddlegame.com to visit and schedule your free consultation.
Here we go.
4th and goal, plunging towards the end zone. Did they get enough? Waiting for the signal. Hands in the air. Touchdown. They flip it to the outside. Maisano. Oh, my goodness. He plunges in. But we do have a flag on the other end of the field.
No, that.
Band and the cheerleaders as McInerney drops back. This is for 2 points. McInerney hustling towards the corner. McInerney dives. He got it. 59-yard catch and run off a key screen earlier. He's waiting in the near side slot there. Messina checks over on him. Messina, he's going to race over to the outside as the ball comes out. Falling down on it are the Hillbillies. It's a fumble recovery. Unfortunately, do not have that luxury. And here's McInerney. McInerney going to fire down the field, and it's caught.